Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the New River Network's coverage of high school football. I'm Greg Chris, along with Chris Rader. Tonight, we're at John P. Duda Stadium, where the Oak Hill Red Devils will be taking on the Greenbrier East Spartans. And, Chris, Oak Hill coming in, 2-game winning streak now, and had a big win last week against Independence. Great ball game. And I know they hope to continue this momentum into tonight.
Well, what I can't believe is that we're actually at the halfway point of the season, and tonight starts the second half of the season.
Yep.
You know, every year you wait so long for football season to get here, and you blink your eye, and it's halfway done, going. So, yeah, unbelievable. But, yeah, to your point, Oak Hill comes in at 4-1, and, you know, this is the time of year where you start, you know, peaking at SSAC rankings. Yep, and you start thinking about, you know, playoffs and playoff pairing. So Oak Hill comes in tonight ranked 6th in AAA. East comes in ranked 17th.
Right.
So if the season ended, East would, you know, they would miss it just by one. So this is a big game for both teams.
Oh, absolutely. Yep. East comes in at 2-3 on the season, and yeah, you know, you look like you said, you look at the schedule. We're halfway through. We talk about this on our do a live stream show from Morgantown every week, and that's what we were talking about. So we know we sit here all summer talking about we can't wait for football, and then all of a sudden it starts, and then you're halfway through the season, and that's where we're at now. And like you said, you know, people are starting to look at these playoff implications of these games, the rankings and so forth. Oak Hill really in a good position right now, and you know, tonight would be a big win for them point-wise, and you know, you don't want to, you know, you don't lose way in the second half of the season going into the playoffs. You want to be playing good football as you move into those playoffs. So, and this game usually is a pretty competitive game. Of course, we heard from some folks that are from over those parts that they couldn't stop anybody. So
he was poo-pooing them a little bit.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. We'll have to see about that. Yeah, I think it should be a pretty good matchup. You know, these local teams around here, when you look at them, you talk about Midland Trail, Oak Hill, Greenbrier West, Greenbrier East, they always seem to be good independents, good matchups. And I don't think this one will be any different. I think, you know, both teams, when you look at size and you look at you know, the skill position players and that sort of thing, you know, both teams seem to be very similar to me. I haven't seen Greenbrier East play, so I don't know. But just looking at the roster, it looks that way.
I would agree with that, and I think familiarity helps with that a little bit too. You know, when Oak Hill and East play each other, they're used to playing each other. There's no sense of awe. You know, right. Sometimes when teams from the north come down and you don't play them, sometimes I do think there might be a little bit of an awe factor, like when University came down last year. Teams in the past, but with East and Oak Hill, yeah, I don't think there's an awe factor. Greenbrier East, I don't care what their record is. I don't care what Oak Hill's record is. Greenbrier East, I guarantee, is coming in here thinking that they can beat Oak Hill.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to play like that.
Yep, guarantee you. And, you know, they, like you said, this is a big game for them. In order to, you know, kind of salvage their season, they need to start somewhere, and now for them is the time they need to start. If they lose tonight, they're really in a hole. And so, you know, they come in here with a lot of incentive and looking forward to the game. And I know they feel strongly that they can come in here and win this game. And I don't think there's any common opponents yet. There will be as the season goes on. But you know, you look at some of the teams that Greenbrier East lost to, some pretty good football teams, Woodrow included in there. So Oak Hill wins the toss, and they elect to defer until the second half. So Greenbrier East will get the opening kickoff and get this thing started here in just a few minutes, waiting on the band to come out and perform a national anthem. Beautiful night here for football. The weather's cooled, probably in the 60s, I'd say now, mid-60s. So a nice night for football, nice crowd on hand. And want to mention, too, that they dedicated the field. They named the field tonight after longtime Oak Hill coach Tom Mason. And if I heard him correctly, I think he was here as the head coach probably about 19 years, I think, if I remember. And very well-known figure in the Oak Hill area. He's been around forever and coached football here for a long time. So it was a nice gesture to by the Board of Education to name the field after him. Beautiful field, by the way. If it's first time tuning in, Oak Hill got the new turf this year, and they've about got their track completed, I've noticed. And things are looking up around here. It looks very nice, and I hope you can see it. I don't know if you can see it. I watched the game last week, but I can't I can't remember. I wasn't watching the field because I already knew what it looked like. So I don't know if you can see it good on TV or
You
not.
can. When I've watched it on YouTube, you can. It looks great. I agree with you.
Awesome. Yeah, beautiful field. All right, here comes the Oak Hill Band, and they're going to perform a national anthem. I guess they're going to perform it over on that sideline, so we'll be quiet and listen to it. Your national anthem, the Oak Hill Red Devil Marching Band. Teams set to make their way out onto the field.
Greg, I do have a few stats here. The statistician for Greenbrier East is Jeff Soup Campbell, and if you're a WVU fan, you know that name because he's also the statistician for the Mountaineers. So
Yep.
he was good enough to send me a few stats. So when Greenbrier East is on offense tonight, these are some of the key players we can look for. They're quarterbacked by Brody Hamrick. He's a 6'3", 180-pound junior, and on the season so far, he's 56 of 94 for 813 yards, and he's got 9 touchdowns compared to just 2 interceptions.
Yep.
So when East has the ball, they will like to throw it around a little bit. Their leading rusher is a young man named Brady May. He's got 103 carries for 385 yards and 6 touchdowns, and their leading receiver is Nate Suttle. He's got 24 catches on the year for 345 yards and 3 TDs. So we'll be calling those kids' names a lot tonight. I was talking to Brad Compton earlier this week. He said that on defense, East typically runs like a 4-4 set, but he was interested to see if they might go to a 5-man front because if you watch film of Oak Hill this year, they've struggled against teams that play a 5-man front where they put somebody head up on the center.
Yep.
So that's something we can pay attention to tonight, but Jeff was able to give me a few stats. I wanted to read those, and I'm efforting. We want to get some stats for Oak Hill. We want to be able to recognize the statistical leaders for the Red Devils as well. I haven't been able to get my hands on that just yet, but hopefully sometime later in the season we can give you some stats for the Red Devils too.
Yep, be nice to have some of those. And we as you watch the Red Devils, they've got numerous weapons. Offensively with J.D. Moritz, running back. Of course, the quarterback Chris Richardson is a tremendous athlete, and then Green and Ashmore. Both of those kids come in and give them a little different look. So they've got some weapons on offense, and they do like to throw the ball. And the receivers have performed pretty well too. They got some good athletes out there at the receiver position. So I'd like to see some of the stats with them, and I'd like to compare the run to pass and that sort of thing, and look at those types of things. But just in my mind, it seems like Oak Hill, more so than last year, is throwing the ball a lot more. And I guess when you have a quarterback that's as talented as Richardson is, you can afford to put him back there because he can take off with it and run if necessary. So that helps. I know early in the season they had a hard time in pass protection, which forced him to run a lot. But they've improved with that. I know even in the Princeton game, I thought the offensive line played a pretty good game and protected well. But you still have several dimensions to that offense that makes it pretty powerful. So I'd like to see some stats on those guys. Hopefully we can nail some of those down. I'll get on that this week and this coming week and see if we can't get some before the game next week. And but again, tonight, good opponent. Should be a good ball game, and like I said, important game for both teams, I think. If Oak Hill can pull this one off, they're setting pretty nice, and they've got a relatively tough schedule rest of the way out. But with you roll in 5 wins, out of 6, that's pretty good to get you and be ranked number 6. That's pretty lofty, so that'll be good for them to pull this one out tonight. And East, of course, like you said, trying to get their ship righted and try to squeeze into those playoffs as well. So,
I think Oak Hill's they're looking to make a progression. They made the playoffs last year. They were 12 seed. They lost to eventual state runner-up Princeton. They would love to be in that top 8 and host a playoff game this year and maybe get a win or 2 in the playoffs. So Oak Hill in Devon Marion's second year, I think they're really hoping to make that progression. And so far at the midpoint of the season, they're off to a good start with it.
Yep, sure are. Yeah, I think they've gotten better. They've gotten better each week. We've of course watched them every game, and they have improved each and every week. So keep that going. All right, set for the opening kickoff. And I think that's Elijah Jones set to kick it off. I'm going to have to find my flashlight so I can see
It's getting dark on us already. I know. Fall's setting in.
So I can see the roster.
No, that is Elijah Jones. We were talking off air, man. I really like that red-black look for Oak Hill tonight. It's homecoming, in case we didn't mention it. It's homecoming tonight here in Oak Hill. That's always big doings, homecoming week here at Oak Hill High School. So it's been a lot of festivities for the kids, but you like to cap that off with a big homecoming football win, too.
Yep. All right. There's a whistle to get us under the way. And Jones going to squib the kick up short, falling on. Well, he attempted to fall on it, squirted out from behind the up man. I didn't get a number there, but
that was Braden Brown on the recovery though for Greenbrier East. Yeah, it actually squirted through the first guy's arms. There was balls on the carpet there for a minute. So has been, we've seen Oak Hill do this, and this is a strategy now. They're willing to give up some field position on the squib kick. So he's going to take over, give field position here at the 38-yard line.
Yep. Yeah, they've opted to give away a little bit of that field position and had trouble covering a couple kicks. And I think that's probably their strategy to keep it out of the good return man's hands and get them to fall on it. All right, here comes Greenbrier East. Got triple set to the left. They're going to try to hand it off in the backfield. That ball is on the ground. And looks like the Red Devils might have come away with it. We'll wait for the signal, and there it is. Oak Hill Red Devils' first play from scrimmage.
I think that was James Green who came up with the football, and I think that was James Green who made the first initial contact with Brady May in the backfield. And if you watched last week, James Green had a fantastic game on defense for the Devils last week. So he's picking up right where he left off with the big play right on the first play of the game here.
Yep, looked like a little mix-up there in the backfield on the handoff, and it looked like the running back wasn't quite prepared to take the ball, like he didn't think he was going to give it to him, and Oak Hill takes advantage. Here they go to start this first drive from the East 32. Richardson in the shotgun, has Moritz behind him, gives it straight ahead to Moritz. He's got a lot of room, and he tumbles all the way down to the 20. So he'll pick up 12 on that first carry.
So Oak Hill has to love to see that. I will say the sledding for JD in the first 5 games this year has been a little tougher than it was last year. The offensive line has been a work in progress. They haven't been able to open up as many holes as they did last year, but so they'll take that start off. And if you can get JD going, then you can just work so many things off of that. Get play action and screen and everything else going.
Yep, you get people focused in on him and do some other things with it. 1st and 10, they give it to Moritz again. Got a hole on the right side, and he plows forward and gets another 5 yards. So nice pickup.
So there is a change in the offensive line tonight. So the starting right guard, Jasper Newman, he's out with an ankle. And Michael Brown, number 58, is getting his first varsity start for Oak Hill. So he's getting the start at right guard tonight for the Devils.
Same formation, Trip. Receivers to the right. Moritz in the backfield with Richardson. They give it to him again, and I think Oak Hill has said, we're going to do this till you stop us, as Moritz picks up another 5 and another first down for the Red Devils.
Yeah, and they're getting J.D. lathered up, and we'll see. You know, Brad had wondered if they might eventually go to a 5-man front. Right now they're staying in that 4-man front. They play a 4-4, and Oak Hill's gashing it right now. I also noticed we're seeing a different starter at the receiver spot. Owen Gross is getting a start tonight. Owen usually comes off the bench, but I've noticed Owen is getting a start tonight, so good for Owen Gross getting. I'm saying he's getting his first varsity start. That's unofficial, but I don't think he's had a start this year. So
yeah, I don't remember.
Owen's in the starting lineup here.
I don't remember saying the name. Same formation again. Again, you look for Oak Hill maybe to fake his handoff to Moritz and let Chris Richardson take it around the end. They're just kind of setting that up. They give it to Moritz again. Of course, when you can do that, why bother? 10 yards for the touchdown.
That was really easy. Yeah, East is going to want to have to make some adjustments, because if you can run J.D. Moritz and get chunk plays like that, that's going to be too easy for Oak Hill tonight. But nice start for the Devils. I'm glad to see J.D. Moritz get off to a nice start here at homecoming. He's a senior. JD's one of those kids that if you're an opponent, you're probably thinking, when is this kid graduating? He's been a starter since he was a freshman.
Yep. Jones for the extra point, and it's up and good. And just like that, the Oak Hill Red Devils take a 7-0 lead here in the first quarter of play against the Greenbrier East Spartans. You're watching high school football on the New River Network. We'll be back after these messages. Welcome back. Oak Hill Red Devils, 4-play, 2-minute drive, 32 yards, and J.D. Moritz carries it in for the score, and the Red Devils take a 7-0 lead early in the first quarter. Elijah Jones set to kick it off again. Again, he squibs it, and it's going to make it back to the deep back, and try to get you a name and a number here.
Well, Tyler Ashmore on the tackle. And that was Nate Suttle. Who's their leading receiver. He was the man who was returning that for Greenbrier East. But Ashmore did a nice job getting down there. And you'll take that field position. That's starting it. That's ideally how you'd like to see squib kicks work. Is just they still take it over inside the 25 instead of around the 40.
Yep. Chris, I'll have to depend on you to see these Greenbrier East numbers, because I struggle. I can't see very well anyway, and they got that white uniform, makes it hard to see. So Hammer getting the shotgun and gives it straight ahead to the.
So that was Brady May. That was their running back, and he got a couple yards. Cade Compton, the inside linebacker, was really showing blitz that time in the A gap. He was almost off sides, but Oak Hill doesn't always do that. They showed a lot of blitz in the second game of the year against Riverside, but other than that, I haven't seen them do that. But that time, Cade was being very aggressive, trying to plug that A gap.
Yep. All right, Hammer getting the shotgun again. Same formation. Going to throw it this time. Wide receiver screen. Got good yardage on it. Gets ahead for the first down. He'll pick up about 9 on that one.
Well, he got good yardage because he got good blocks out there. So Donovan Penn and then Grant Burdett, who's a tight end, threw him some nice blocks out there. And I've said before, if you want a good screen game, you got to have willing receivers to block, and that time Greenbrier East did.
Yep. They flip the formation this time, send 3 receivers to the right. Run the same play the opposite side, and success again.
Well, that time they actually threw it to Burdett, the tight end. He was a blocker on the last one.
Yep.
But he got, that's a solid gain. That's a solid first down gain. They're going to give him 7 yards on that, so it's going to be 2nd and 3 here.
Yep. Burdett takes it up to the 42, brings up 2nd down and 3.
Well, this time they're balancing the formation in a 2-by-2 set.
Hey, they send him straight up the middle, and no gain there. As he's dropped, maybe lost a half a foot, but good job by the defense that time.
So that was Kate Compton again, came up there in that A gap and showed blitz, and then the other inside linebacker, Mikey Spike, was the one who actually filled that hole that time. So nice job by Mikey. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 3 here for East.
Yep, 3rd down and 3. 8:25 to go here in the first quarter. We're early in this game.
Again, Kate, he's backing out a little bit now.
America rolls to his left and throws it out in the flat too high.
Yeah, he wanted his tight end out there, Burdett, who was running a little square out. Tyler Ashmore had him in coverage out there. Pretty good coverage. Burdett had leverage, outside leverage on him, and Hamrick just threw a fastball that time. He didn't need to put that much on it. It looks like East is going to keep their offense on the field here, though. So they're taking the page out of Devon Marion's playbook, 4th and 3. We know all about that.
We may not see a punt tonight.
Might not.
Yeah, I think with Hamrick moving like that to his left, it's hard to turn across your body and throw the ball. Just got away from him a little bit. Here he goes again to his left. This time he stops, he pumps. Can't get it off, and he is going to be sacked back at the 38-yard line. And Chris, there we go.
That was James Ludwig won the sack, but I want to give credit to the Oak Hill secondary.
Yeah.
I think that was the exact same play as the 3rd down play.
Yep.
They were in the same formation. Burdett was in the slot. He ran the exact same square out. And then the man over there on the far side ran a vertical. Yep. And I was looking downfield, and Hamrick had nowhere to go with it. That's why he had to take that sack. So Ludwig gets his name called, but the secondary had a big part in that as well.
So the Red Devils take over on downs, and they have it 1st and 10 on East 38-yard line. Again, 3 receivers split out to the left. Richardson looks to throw this time, and he's going down the right sideline. Overthrows his intended receiver, and was that Z?
That was Mikey Spike.
Okay.
And that was number 26 on the coverage for Greenbrier East. And that's Jai Green, and he had good coverage on Mikey. There wasn't a lot of room, and Jai did a good job of, he was keeping Mikey kind of pinned up against the sideline too. Mm-hmm. So that was good coverage over there.
And I guess Oak Hill feels pretty comfortable with their ability to run, so they thought they'd try to air one out there to no avail. They go back to Moritz again, and again, he's got a big hole. That's not Moritz. That's
Tyler
Ashmore with a big hole right up the middle. And Ashmore takes it all the way down to the 26.
They actually left the defensive end over there unblocked. That was number 6 for East, Braden Brown. They left him unblocked, and he was crashing hard. But even though he was crashing hard and he was playing Ashmore to get it, he still couldn't make the play.
Right. 1st and 10 for the Red Devils. Again, ability to run the football. They throw the receiver screen out here on the left-hand side. And looked like it had a chance. He just couldn't shake that first tackler.
That was Caden Stone, and he did a nice job of coming up. And they stocked the receivers that time to throw that screen, and you're right. That's a nice tackle there by Caden Stone. It looked like that might, if he doesn't make the tackle, I think he's got some room to run.
Got some room to go, yeah. All right, 2nd down now, and just over 9 to go, almost 10. Gained about a half a yard there. So Richardson brings him out of the huddle. And we've got 3 receivers over to the left this time on the short side of the field. Ashmore in the backfield with Richardson, and he gets they faked the handoff to him. Richardson kept it, and I think he should have given it to him. He had a big hole right there he ran through. And
if that was a true zone read, and like I said, I can't always tell if it is. If that was a true zone read, I think that was the wrong read. I agree with you. He probably, if that was a true zone read, he should have handed it to Tyler. They pulled Derek Sullivan from his left guard position that time. He was trying to kick out the end, and it looks like up here to me that if he hands it to Tyler, Tyler's got a lane there.
Right.
But all that being said, give a nice job to the Greenbrier East defense. I think that was Braden Brown who made first contact and threw him for a loss there.
All right. Richardson gets the play from the sideline. Officials start the clock. And Oak Hill looking at a third and about 11 from the Greenbrier East 27-yard line. Richardson drops the throw. Looks to his right, fires a pass, and it is incomplete. And, man, that was a beautiful pass.
It really was. It was in a tight window, too.
Oh, yeah. He rifled that thing in there and hit him in the worst place, right in the hands.
Yeah, Armani just couldn't quite come up with it. But that was a tight window. But Devin showing off his arm right there.
Yep.
But he put it right where he needed to put it. East brought their linebackers on a delayed blitz that time, but Oak Hill did a nice job of picking it up.
Yeah, he had plenty of time, and he really reared back and let that one go.
He sure did. That was a good throw.
Yes, it was. Very nice throw.
Well, they got man coverage out here in Mikey if they want it to the far right.
Yep. Fourth down. They're going to go with the wide receiver screen, and not going to be successful. Gets up to the 25.5, not nearly enough.
That was Logan Van Vossen on the tackle for Greenbrier East. There was just what they tried to run a screen over here to the short side, so they had a bunch set over here to the short side anyway. There was just a ton of traffic over there. He had to navigate through a lot of traffic to get through there and just wasn't able to do it. So nice stop by Greenbrier East to stay in the game and keep within one score.
Yep. A little surprised that Oak Hill started throwing on that. Just the way we ran the ball the first time, but I believe I'd do that till they stopped me.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that thought process too.
Yeah,
I can see that.
Don't hurt to take a shot every now and then.
Right.
Yep. All right, Greenbrier East.
So they're showing a two tight formation under center this time.
Yep. Hammer comes up under center, and I think the Red Devil defense may have jumped. Let's see here.
Yeah, I think they're indicating that.
So it'll be a 5-yard mark off against the Red Devils. Brings up first down and 5.
Encroachment. Gets the red, number 5. 5-yard penalty. First down.
That's going to be on Armani Hicks. I'm wondering if he was just lined up in the
may have been out here on this
offside to begin with.
Yeah. All right, first down and 5 now. Hammer again under center. And going to give the straight ahead handoff, and there's room over the right side. Breaks the tackle up over the 40 to the 50. And that was May all the way down to the 46-yard line of Oak Hill.
Yeah, that was a nice run that time by May. And again, they showed that tight formation with the two tight ends, and that time they brought Hamrick under center, and that's been their best play of the game so far. And they're kind of going tempo here, Greg, and they're doing the same things. Let's see if this catches Oak Hill off guard.
Give it to May again. He bounces it to his left, but there's nowhere for him to go, and he's going to be dropped for a small loss on the play.
Yeah, it was Mikey Spike, and then Tyler Ashmore helped come in and clean that up. So that looked like basically the same play, but Oak Hill's linebackers were able to fill the hole that time.
Yep.
I think Brandon Champion's going to come in for somebody here. Somebody's going to have to come off. Somebody's got to come off. James Ludwig looks like he's a little confused right now, but Brandon Champion just checked in, and I didn't see anybody check out.
1, 2, 3.
So unless they had 10 to begin with, we'll see.
What it
I don't know.
It looks like we have 11 out there. So, again, under center. Hamrick throws the slant inside. Nice coverage out there by the Oak Hill Red Devils. Pass deflects off the intended receiver high.
Yeah, that time they showed the little play action fake. They showed the same action they've been showing the previous two plays, but tried to hit that slant. Penn had him. He had inside leverage, but he just threw it behind Penn.
Yep.
And Mon Lynch, the assistant coach up here beside me, said J.D. Moritz came out. I didn't see that. So Brandon has checked in for J.D. I didn't see J.D. come off the field.
The officials come over to Coach Marion over something. Not sure what that was about. Called a timeout, but now we're back.
So it's third and long here, but we've already seen East go forward inside their own territory. So this has to be, they're thinking they have two plays to get 10 yards here.
Yep.
Then they're back in this shotgun formation with 3 to the left.
Yep, spread everybody out. Hambrick in the shotgun, takes the snap, and looks to throw it out into the flat. And he completes it out there, and a pretty good defensive job by the Red Devils there as they force him out of bounds, holding him to about a 3-yard gain.
So Tyler Ashmore did a good job coming over from his linebacker position, and he scraped over before he could get too much out of that. Grant Suttle, their tight end's doing a nice job over there. They're trying to run those screens behind him, and he had his man locked up pretty good.
All right, another 4th down, 4th, and we'll call it 7.
So they're running. There's that bunch set over here to the left on the short side for them, too.
Hamrick pump fakes to the receiver. Got a one-on-one coverage out here. Just overthrown. Intended receiver was Caden Stone, and he had a step.
So that was Z. Lewis. So when they run that bunch set, Carson Treadway, the free safety, he's rolling over to that bunch set on the left.
Yep.
So that you did have man coverage over here between Stone and Z. Lewis, and Z did a nice job, man. He was with him step for step.
Yep.
Pretty good ball, actually, by Hamrick, but I thought Z had really good coverage.
Yep, nice thrown ball just off the fingertips. And the Oak Hill Red Devils hold on downs, and they take over their own 43-yard line.
Now they're going empty here.
Yep.
Okay, well, they're going to take a timeout.
Yep.
JD's come out. He's getting treatment on the sideline, and nobody checked in for him, so Oak Hill's going to have to burn a timeout because they didn't have a running back. Because I was going to say, I've never seen Oak Hill go empty before.
Yep. All right, with a timeout on the field, we'll take a timeout as well. Watching high school football on the New River Network, Red Devils lead at 7-0. We'll be back. Welcome back. After the timeout, Red Devils get their alignment straightened out, but I think they forgot to talk about the snap count.
Boy, you hate to see that out of a timeout, too, don't you?
That looked like Canadian football.
That's frustrating. You come out of a timeout and you have a big miscommunication like that. And so something to keep an eye on. J.D. Moritz has went back to the locker room. He went back with the trainer, so he's banged up in some way. So Tyler Ashmore's back there now. And with J.D. out, if they go 2 back, we might see some James Green back there now, too.
Yep. And that's, James Green gives them a little different look, too, with the speed. He's got some wheels and gives them a little different look back there. All right. Richardson takes the snap, hands it off to Ashmore, and pretty good hole on the left-hand side as he pushes it up to about the 43.
Yeah, he's about at the original line of scrimmage. That'll make it a 2nd and 10 there. But I'm kind of like you. Anytime Oak Hill's tried to run the ball, they've done it pretty successfully. And you might just want to see if you can keep doing it till he stops it.
You know, the one thing you have to say about J.D. Moritz, when he comes through, he finds that hole quick and is able to get through there quick and then use his strength to break tackles.
Absolutely.
These other guys, Ashmore's pretty quick himself and strong, so they don't fall off tremendously. And they're looking to throw the ball. Richardson down the left sideline, just off the fingertips again of the Oak Hill receiver. And
it's Carson Treadway.
And that was a nice ball as well. It looked a lot like the Greenbrier East throw, just off the fingertips.
Yeah, but again, I will say Donovan Penn had pretty good coverage.
Yeah.
Treadway had a step on him, but Penn was with him for the most part.
It would have taken a perfect pass.
It would have, exactly.
And that pass was just about 6 inches too long. 6 inches away from
that's
being
not
perfect.
That's not a bad ball from Devin, though. You can't complain too much about the throw.
Sure can't. All right, brings up 3rd down now and 10 for the Red Devils. Bunching
this is a formation tight to the line of scrimmage right here.
Richardson rolls a little bit to his right, now looks back to his left. Now he's flushed out of the pocket. He's going to take it and go. He's got room down the left side, all the way down to the east 40. Now the 30 to the 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Oak Hill Red Devils. Chris Richardson goes 42 yards for the Oak Hill touchdown.
You know, I said that a lot last week, man. You just can't coach against that. He's so explosive when he comes out of the pocket like that.
Yep.
And I want to give credit. He was able to get that last 5 or 6 yards because Armani Hicks threw him a block well downfield. And if you want to have a big run, usually a receiver has to get a block. And Armani got him those last 6 or 7 yards to get him in the end zone. So nice job by Armani as well. But it's nice to be able to do that on a 3rd and 10 and just have your quarterback pull it down when nothing's there.
Absolutely. And the extra point kick by Jones up and good with 4 minutes and 2 seconds to go here in the first quarter play. The Oak Hill Red Devils have taken a 14-0 lead. Stay with us. We'll return after these brief messages. Welcome back to the Newer Network's coverage of high school football. Oak Hill Red Devils opening up a 14-0 lead. Set to kick it off, Elijah Jones, and he boots it deep. Line drive, fumbling around back there, and finally picked up at about the 1. Good coverage by the Oak Hill kickoff team.
It was Luke Endicott down there. He made first contact with Nate Suttle. Nice job by Endicott. And, man, I like kicking it deep. I really
I do too.
I prefer it. If you have a kid that can do it, I prefer kicking it deep.
Especially if you can kick it away from the return man in a line drive fashion, it's just hard to handle, you know. And you saw that there. It got by him and goes all the way back to the goal line to pick it up, and then you got him pinned back in 19-yard line. So
they're showing that too tight again formation here, Greg.
Straight ahead handoff again.
And they got solid yardage on that.
Pretty decent yardage. Picked up about 3, maybe 4.
They're going over that left-hand side behind Rhett Baker and Gage Blevins. That's their left guard and left tackle. And that's been there for solid yardage when they've ran it.
Yep. And May is low to the ground, big, strong kid. He picks up about almost 5 on that play, so good first down play by Greenbrier East. They give it to him again over the right side this time. He's got room again up over the 30, and he's going to be drugged down. Well, maybe. Finally gets up over the 40, and I think I saw a flag. Another flag goes in.
There is a flag coming in there. And Oak Hill lost leverage there over there on the left-hand side of the defense. When May bounced it out, we didn't set the edge very well, and that's why he was able to find
May pushed out at the 42.
And we'll probably have something tacked on there. I think it might have been a face
Dead
mask.
Ball. Personal foul against the red. Number 3. 15-yard penalty. First down.
Little extracurriculars over on the sideline, I think. I don't know what it was.
Yeah, you don't want to help them out any.
Nope. It's a 15-yard step off. And that takes the ball all the way down to the Oak Hill 43.
So against this too tight set, Oak Hill showing a 5-man front, and they're scooting up Antoine Hicks from his safety position where it's almost looking like a 6-man front, but we lost leverage over there on the left-hand side that time. They're staying in this same formation too.
This time they try to run the sweep to May, and he's drugged down from behind.
I'll tell you what, man, James Green, and I called his name a lot last week, he does such a nice job of just shooting gaps in there and creating havoc in the backfield, and another TFL for him. And James has had a really nice 2 weeks here at defensive tackle for Oak Hill.
And that's a nice play there as you run him down from behind.
And actually, they might be playing him at an end right now. I'm going to have to check with JD out. Because with JD out, you got Champion and Sullivan in there.
Mm-hmm. A loss of 8 on the play.
Yeah, so it looks like they got James Green. No, he's actually he's playing inside still.
Hamrick hits a slant man, and he's got him, and ball is knocked loose, and there's a scrape for it, and let's see who comes up with it. The Red Devils are saying they have it, and they do. So Hamrick with a nice pass completion on that little slant pattern.
Well, he hit his tight end, number 23, and that was Grant Burdett.
Yep.
Man, it was a beautiful pattern.
Yes, it was.
And Burdett he was not hit. He just lost the balls he was running.
Well, Chris, I did see our defensive back, and I couldn't tell who it was, did punch the ball out.
Oh, then I must have missed that.
Yeah, he just reached out and punched it. He didn't try to tackle him. He just punched the ball because the other guy was tackling him coming the other way.
Well, I missed that. So nice job.
Whoever did it was a nice play.
I think Carson Treadway came up with it, the free safety. So another big turnover here for the Devils. Nice job on not giving up on the play, too.
Absolutely. Red Devils take over on their own 12-yard line. Richardson looks to throw, drops it out on the slant pattern. Nice catch and run afterwards.
That was such a nice throw.
Very nice.
That ball was on the money. And I'll tell you what, he was throwing that from the far right hash over here to the left hash, and he put that on a rope. Devin Richardson's got a really good arm, but that's a really nice play. It looks like they had Armani Hicks lined up in the slot over here on the left. He ran an out pattern, and the far receiver out here on the left cleared out the safety by running a vertical.
Right.
Man, that was a good throw.
Yes, it was. Right on the money. Richard in the shotgun again. Going to throw the wide receiver screen and good yardage there as they get up over the 40 to the 44, almost the 45. So that's a nice pickup of 7 on that first pass play, Mikey Spack.
Well, I want to give credit to the right tackle, James Ludwig, who showed his athleticism. He got out there and got a nice kick-out block that time. That's why Mikey was able to have a little bit of yardage on that. So nice job by Ludwig getting out there. Now, Mikey's a little shaken up, so he's going to come out, and Armani Hicks is going to check in for him.
Ball on the 45-yard line. 2nd down and 3 for the Red Devils. Richard, again, drops the throw. Pressure comes from the backside, flushes him out to his left. Now he kind of floats over and heaves it out of bounds. Just getting rid of it there, and a little too nonchalant there as he just about got caught back there.
Yeah, he did. He almost did get caught. Yeah, he threw it away at the very end there, but that was almost a big sack. Nice job by Greenbrier East. I was kind of looking at the route trees. I didn't see a whole lot open either. So they had that covered up, and Devin did what he had to do was just throw it away after getting pressured.
Yep. All right, brings up 3rd down now and 3. Minute and 3 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Red Devils, I think it's safe to say, are in 2-down territory here.
Yeah.
Greenbrier East packing it up close to the line. If he gets through, he's got room, and he does. And that is Green all the way up to the Spartan 44-yard line.
So I really like that play call because if you watch the receivers out here, they were showing like they were running a bubble screen. And if you're the linebacker and you've been seeing Oak Hill do that, and you have to react to it.
Right.
They're showing like, okay, they're going to run a screen, and then they snuck James up there through the interior, so they set that up nicely. Nice play call that time.
And Chris, when they get past that initial defensive line, there's not much else back there because they're bunching up in and coming.
Yeah.
And there's going to be big yardage to gain if they can clear that first wave. Here's the handoff to Green around the right end, and the Speedster looks like he got up to about the 40.
Yeah, solid yardage though. Yeah,
give him 4 yards on that before he was pushed out of bounds.
So Oak Hill showed a little pre-snap motion. They don't always do that. That time they brought Antoine across the formation left to right, and sometimes that'll tell you if they're in a man or a zone.
Right.
It didn't look like that Greenbrier East had a guy following him all the way across, so I'm guessing East is in some type of zone. because I saw him shift, but I didn't see anybody following him clear across the field.
I'll give him 3 on the play. Brings up 2nd down and 7. This time Richard is going to throw it again. Again, it's that wide receiver screen to Hicks.
That's another nice open field tackle, though, by Caden Stone, because Hicks is shifty.
Yeah.
And, a lot of times you're going to feel comfortable if you get Hicks in one-on-one that he can make a man miss. And that's a couple times that Caden Stone's came up and held his ground and been able to hold that to a relatively short gain. And I think, we're going to be at the end of the first quarter here.
It's going to run down the clock for the end of the first quarter play with your score, Oak Hill 14, Greenbrier East 0. We'll break away. We'll come back, get you ready for second quarter action here in just a few minutes. Stay with us. We'll be back.
Exciting changes are happening now at Access Health. We're thrilled to announce our brand new Women's Health Clinic in Beckley is now open and eager to serve Southern West Virginia. Designed with your comfort in mind, our state-of-the-art facility offers comprehensive care to support women at every stage of life. From prenatal to postmenopausal services, experience the best in women's health care in a modern, welcoming environment. Visit accesshealthwv.com or call us at 304-252-8555 to schedule an appointment today. Access Health, where care meets compassion.
All right, welcome back. Oak Hill Red Devils with the ball, looking at 3rd and about 2 from the Spartan 36. Richardson drops. Now he's flushed out over the right side, still looking downfield, and he's going to have to throw it away again as the receiver's tightly covered.
For a minute there, I thought he had Armani on a slant over the middle. But then as soon as I saw him pop open, I saw a linebacker drop and pick him up. So pretty good coverage there by Greenbrier East.
Yep.
But, we're definitely in 4-down territory at the 36 here.
Yep, 4th down and 2. This is where you really miss J.D. Moritz.
Yeah. He's back on the sideline, but they haven't brought him back in yet.
Yeah, I'll see him over walking around. Looks okay. I'm sure if we can manage to score, they'll try to protect him as much as possible if he is a little banged up. 4th and 2. This time they give it straight ahead to Green, and Green runs into his own man and is going to be dropped for a big loss.
That was really good penetration by Gage Blevins that time, number 54 from Greenbrier East. And, man, he blew that play up before he had a chance to get started. So that's a big stop for East. Nice job by the Spartans.
Yep, so Greenbrier East will take it over on the 40-yard line. First and 10 for the Spartans on their own 40. Hamrick under center, gives that thing to May over the right side again. Play they've gone to the last 3 times on their opening play of the possession. And he's bottled up. He picked up about a yard on that play.
I think that was Derek Sullivan, James Ludwig in on the stop that time. Nice job. And I swear, Greg, somebody in the stands has a whistle.
I know. I've heard that whistle.
Somebody's got a whistle, and it is throwing me off.
Yep.
I keep thinking the refs are blowing a whistle.
I've done that 2 or 3 times.
They're going to have to find who that is and get it away from them.
Yep, I've heard that 2 or 3 times myself. I kept thinking there was a false start or something.
Me too.
All right, 2nd down and 9 after the 1-yard pickup. Hamrick in the shotgun. Gives it to Brady May again, and again, May is stacked up before he can get anywhere, and he's not going to get anything on that one.
That was Brandon Champion right there, and Brandon doesn't play a ton on the defensive line. They'll rotate him in a little bit, but he's getting a lot of snaps with J.D. Moritz out, and he's made 2 nice plays here on those first 2 plays of the drive for Greenbrier East.
So that'll bring up 3rd down now and 9.
Yeah, they're making an announcement about the whistle. They'll find them eventually. You can't do that.
All right, 3 receivers split to the left again. Obvious passing down here. Hamrick in the shotgun. High snap, but he hauls it in. Scans the field, now he flushes out to his right, and he's got plenty of room for the first down as he runs out of bounds.
He's showing his own wheels that time.
Yep.
And I remember him. He played basketball for East. He's a good athlete in his own right. And that time he did a nice job of just tucking it and going around right end and picking up that first down for Greenbrier East. So he's showing he's not just a pocket passer.
All right, resets the chains. First down and 10 for Greenbrier East. Same formation. Hamrick looks to his left, pump fakes, now looks down the left-hand side, got a man, and he kind of threw it in between his receivers. He had 2 receivers in the same area.
He sure did, and I think if he throws it to the outside receiver, number 21, Donovan Penn, they might have 6.
Yep, he was open for sure.
Yeah, it almost looked like, I don't know what Hamrick was looking at exactly, but it looked. You're right, he threw it kind of in between them. But Hamrick had a step, man. He was open.
Yes, he was.
Not Hamrick, excuse me, Donovan Penn. Yeah.
Penn, yep. Yeah, he was open. All right, brings up second down now. Split 2 receivers to each side. May in the backfield. I heard the whistle again. And this time he rifles it out into the flat. And intended for Stone. Goes through his hands, incomplete. Brings up third down now and 10.
That's a couple times that Hamrick has really put a lot of speed on the ball on a relatively short pattern. He could probably take a little zip off. That's a really tough catch. And besides any of that, it was behind him anyway. But he's putting a lot of zip on the ball on some of these little shallow crossing routes.
All right, third down now. 10 yards to go, same formation as last time. 2 receivers to each side. May in the backfield to Hamrick's right. Drops. Flushes out now and drops it off short to the running back, May. Or no, that's not May.
That's Brady Suttle.
Suttle, yep.
Yeah, that was kind of his outlet right there. But Kate Compton did a nice job coming up with his linebacker position and running him out of bounds, keeping him to a relatively short gain. So we got 4th and 6 coming up.
Yep, picked up 4 on the play. So it'll bring up 4th down now and 6. And we've seen a number of these 4th down plays tonight. A couple from each team.
I think punting's a thing of the past, man.
I think so, too.
I think we're living in the Stone Ages.
All right, and I did hear a whistle that time for real. That's officials blow the whistle. And officials timeout for
somebody's tying Derek Sullivan's shoe for him. So Derek Sullivan out there looking like a 300-pound 4-year-old having somebody tie a shoe for him.
All that.
No, don't tell anybody I said that because Derek could probably beat me up.
All that gear on, shoulder pads, helmets, hard. I couldn't tie mine without any of that stuff on. All right, Hamrick drops the throw. Pump fakes again, now drops back, further back, and the pass is incomplete.
Oh, man, that's going to be a PI when Kate Compton. That's a tough call.
Kind of figured that was coming when you saw the sideline over there start jumping, and these officials, they like to call that play.
Pass.
Yeah.
Incomplete.
They like to call that pass interference.
I'm not going to say it was a good call or a bad call. Right. I don't know, but the tough part about it was O'Keel had it. Cade, I don't think Cade needed to interfere with him.
Right.
Pass interference.
Cade was in pretty good shape as it was.
Number 13.
Yep.
15-yard penalty. First down.
So that's a big call for East to keep the drive alive.
Yep, keeps the drive alive and gives them 15 yards. And a new set of downs as the ball is spotted down on the 30-yard line where it'll be 1st and 10. Send Suttle in motion right to the left. They give it a straight ahead to May, and he again is bottled up, so they're not having any luck now. Oak Hill has rectified whatever problem they were having on that defensive front against that run. They've stopped it dead last 3 times.
Yeah, it was Derek Sullivan and Brandon Champion. And those are, I think Cade Compton was filling in on that too. And those were the 2 kids right in the middle of the line there. And they're doing a really good job of just holding up, man. They're not letting anything get by them right now.
Brings up second and a long 9. As Hamrick surveys the field, sends his man in motion again. Got 4 receivers now over to this side, and they do toss it out here. The screen action.
Well, that was Ja Penn. That's his first catch of the game. It's the first time we've called his name. And he gives them pretty solid yardage. It puts them in third and
third and short.
Third and very short here.
So third down and not even a yard. It's about a half a yard. Plenty of time on the clock.
I was going to say they probably should have called a legal man downfield. I saw their right tackle fire off on a linebacker, but if that pass was behind the line of scrimmage, they can actually do that.
Yep. All right, they go empty backfield this time. 5 receivers in the
Looks for a QB draw here.
Yep, and that's exactly what we got. Hamrick takes it forward. He's got the first down as he plows on down to the 15.
Anytime you see an empty set on third and short, there might not always be a QB draw, but I'd be thinking it. That's what I was thinking as soon as I saw that set.
So again, gives the Spartans a new set of downs. First and 10 from the Oak Hill 15.
Back under center now.
Yep.
Well, this time they're in a 4-receiver set, though.
And they give it to May, and he's got room over that right side that time.
Sure did, yeah. He did a nice job, but he angled that off right off the tackle's right hip, and he did find room out there. It was a nice run, and they're going tempo here.
Yep, picked up 8 on the play.
Let's see if they run the same play here.
Got the same formation. And
same
they do
play.
Run the same play to the same spot and the same result as he's got running room all the way down to, looks like about the 1 yard line.
Yeah.
A lot of room over there. As soon as I bragged on him shutting that run down, give up 2 big ones.
Well, they're not going up in the interior, though. He's kind of taking that off the tackle, the right tackle's outside hip, and they've found something there the last couple plays.
All right, first and goal from the 1 yard line for the Spartans. Same set again. And this time Hamrick with a quarterback sneak.
I think he's in there.
Wait,
well, they're not signaling.
No.
Maybe I saw somebody. Yeah, I must have saw somebody else going into the end zone. Nice job by Oak Hill. So I apologize. I must have saw an East offensive lineman blocking into the end zone and thought it was Hamrick. Now, all that being said, I love the call.
Yep.
I'm the biggest fan of QB sneaks and short yardage situations you'll ever see.
All right, makes a second down and goal for the Spartans. Again, they run the same formation. Look for May to get the handoff this time. And they give it to him over that right side, and Oak Hill ready for him, and they drop him, and it looks like
we have one guy calling it a touchdown there in the far corner. He's signaling touchdown. Now they're signaling touchdown.
No, he's signaling something back there. I seen him doing that earlier. I'm not sure what he's...
I thought he was signaling. I was going to say that's not his call, but it looks like he was signaling touchdown. So that was Mikey Spike who actually shot the gap in there. He kind of looks like Grant Wiley against Virginia Tech from 2002 a little bit. He shot the gap, and we got a third and goal here from the 1. Oak Hill's bowing up a little bit here on these goal line plays.
Third down and goal, and Greenbrier East going to take a time out here and talk about it just a little bit. So with 6:04, I believe, I'm seeing that clock right, 6:04 left in the first half. Oak Hill leads at 14-0. Greenbrier East threatening. We'll be back after these messages.
Exciting changes are happening now at Access Health. We're thrilled to announce our brand new Women's Health Clinic in Beckley is now open and eager to serve Southern West Virginia. Designed with your comfort in mind, our state-of-the-art facility offers comprehensive care to support women at every stage of life. From prenatal to postmenopausal services, experience the best in women's health care in a modern, welcoming environment. Visit accesshealthwv.com or call us at 304-252-8555 to schedule an appointment today. Access Health, where care meets compassion.
All right. Greenbrier East with it. Third and goal, from the 1 yard line. O'Keel has bowed up here and stopped them. This time they go to I'm not sure what you call that formation.
Full house. That's a diamond set. Full house backfield.
Yep. And they give it to May, and he's going to be dropped for a loss.
James Green.
James Green shoots in from the defensive left side, and he dropped May for a couple-yard loss.
Yeah, another TFL for James Green. He continues to make his presence felt on that defensive side of the ball for Oak Hill.
Yep, ball back to the 3-yard line now.
We might be looking at a goal line stand here, Greg. They have first and goal with the 1.
Yep, 4th down now and goal from the 3, so they're going backwards. One more time, maybe. All right. Same formation again, that diamond full house back there. Got a receiver split out to each side. They're going to go with the handoff again. No, they fakes it. Nice fake by Hamrick, but he's going to be stopped.
Looked like he got there.
Short of the goal line. And the ball turns over to the Oak Hill Red Devils. Beautiful
Great job out there.
Stand by the Red Devil defense. Nice play that time by Hamrick. He had a good fake. Faked me out.
I think Antoine Hicks primarily was the one that cut off that edge. I want to give credit to everybody, but I think Antoine Hicks did a good job of not letting Hamrick get outside him. What a goal line stand for Oak Hill, man. Yep. That is a great goal line stand for the Devils. First and goal at the 1, and they hold them out. So beautiful job by Oak Hill.
So Oak Hill takes over possession inside the 1 yard line. 1st and 10, 5:15 to go in a half, and need to get it out of that end zone.
We got Tyler Ashmore. JD hasn't checked back in. Tyler Ashmore back in the backfield with him.
Rich going to throw it. He's going to go deep. He's got a man open. And the receivers kind of ran into each other, and I'm not sure. Man, that ball was right on the money.
I'm not sure either, but you're right. You don't want two receivers. It almost looked like they were each running a post pattern from different sides of the field, and Owen Gross had it. It was a beautiful throw.
Yep. I'm not sure Gross wouldn't have hauled it in had he not gotten hit by his own man.
Yeah, unfortunately, it looked like our own man broke it up that time, and that was another great throw by Devin Richardson.
Yes.
He's got a really nice arm. He really does.
That throw was right there. That could have easily been caught. I mean, like I said, I think the offensive man ran into him. They collided with each other and knocked the ball loose. So tough break there for the Red Devils, and this time they keep it on the ground. And Mullen ahead up enough for a first down. And
that's Tyler
Ashmore with a strong run.
They needed that, too, to get out of the shadow of their own goal line. And I think he's just short of the stick. But, man, that's still a really nice run. Yeah, they're going to move him now. That's actually going to be a first down. That's a nice run by Tyler Ashmore.
Now Ashmore picks up 10 on the play and gives Oak Hill the first down. It's a big play right there. Like you said, get them out in the shadow of their own end zone, plus they get that clock moving as well.
Absolutely.
Richard in the shotgun again, has Ashmore beside him. He's going to throw this time. Looks to his left. Going deep again for the home run ball. And again, pass is right there, but just off the fingertips of the intended receiver. So Devin Richardson is dropping some dimes in there tonight. Receivers having a little trouble coming up with it. And that was a little bit too long, but could have been caught, I believe.
It's not a bad ball, but Donovan Penn did have pretty good coverage. Yeah. But you're also seeing continually throwing it down. Those are low percentage pass plays.
Right.
And Devin's making nice throws, but we're just not quite able to connect. And I got to give credit to East, though. They're not getting beat too bad on these
Right.
deep balls either.
Yeah, and with the way Oak Hill's running the football, you would think they would bite up on that run a little bit more. Here comes Ashmore again. This time he's going to be stopped after a short gain of maybe 1.
Yeah, nice job by the interior of that Greenbrier East defense. I'm trying to see who might have been on that. It's Keyshawn Bland, the inside linebacker, who I think got the initial stop there. So that puts Oak Hill in 3rd and long here.
Yep, 3rd down and 9. And I think Coach Marion's going to take a timeout and talk about it just a little bit. So with the timeout on the field, we'll take a timeout here. Your score, Oak Hill 14, Greenbrier East 0, 3:45 left in the first half. Stay with us. We'll be back.
Exciting changes are happening now at Access Health. We're thrilled to announce our brand new Women's Health Clinic in Beckley is now open and eager to serve Southern West Virginia. Designed with your comfort in mind, our state-of-the-art facility offers comprehensive care to support women at every stage of life. From prenatal to postmenopausal services, experience the best in women's health care in a modern, welcoming environment. Visit accesshealthwv.com or call us at 304-252-8555 to schedule an appointment today. Access Health, where care meets compassion.
We'd like to thank First Community Bank for their sponsorship for this year. First Community Bank, all your banking needs.
Welcome back to John P. Duda Stadium. I guess now we can say
Tom Mason Field at John P. Duda Stadium.
Right.
How about that?
That's
You're right.
Yep. All right, 3rd down and 9 for the Red Devils. 3:48 left in the first half. Ball on the Oak Hill 11. Richardson dropping the throw. This time he's flushed out of the pocket. He takes off with it, and he's going to be caught before he can get first down yardage. Looked like he had a lot of room, and then they closed fast on him. He ends up picking up
Like
about
he's shaking
5.
up
Yep.
too, Greg. He's not. So they're going to have to come check on Devin Richardson. Now the backup is Antoine Hicks, who is normally a receiver for Oak Hill. So that's going to put the receiver rotation in flux a little bit too. That was Donovan Penn on the stop for Greenbrier East. And you're right, Richardson had some open space, and Penn did a nice job of corralling him in that open space and not letting him get the sticks. We're just hoping he's okay right now.
Yep. It looks like he got it back up to about the 17.5. Needed the 22.
And just this adds to Oak Hill's injury woes because J.D. Moritz went out early.
Yep.
And it looks like they've been working on his back a little bit. So a couple of key players for Oak Hill banged up. No, Devin walking off under his own power. He hopped up. So hopefully he'll be back. But so this is interesting. So we have a 4th down here. You have to think they're punting this far deep in their territory.
Mm-hmm.
Well, their normal punter is J.D. Moritz.
Right.
So Elisha Jones, who was the punter at the beginning of the season, is actually in there. It looks like they're going to. Well, this has been a real Achilles heel for Oak Hill. They've really struggled getting snaps back and having good punt protection. And if East has seen that on film, we'll see if they want to come after this.
Yep. And we're still missing a player.
Still missing. Armani Hicks is running on late.
They got plenty of time.
So
a lot of panic here.
A lot of confusion for Oak Hill.
Yep.
When you have starters go out, it really shows up on special teams a lot.
Well, you know, from my experience coaching what little I did in high school football, when you lose a key player, you got to have about 4 movements to get it covered.
So
not a bad punt.
They got the snap back.
Yep.
That's all you can ask for.
That's
You
right.
don't have to be spectacular. Nobody's asking Oak Hill to average 50 yards a punt. Just make it be clean. Have a clean snap, a clean catch, and just get the punt off, and that's all you can ask
That's
for.
right. That's about a 37, 38-yard punt, but get you out of a hole.
That's exactly right.
You know, and you have Greenbrier East. You know, they got good field position, but it's not nearly as good as it could have been.
Exactly.
From what we've seen. And,
so, nice job by the special teams that time.
Yep,
and they've been much maligned, and I've gotten on them, but that was a nice job by the Oak Hill punt team that time.
Yep. Officials blowing it dead again here for
I don't know. James Green looks like he's coming out.
Yep, they have a uniform issue.
We had some equipment issues last week, too.
Well, I know they're making the kids keep their pants below their knees. It looks like his are not. I think that's what I heard somebody
Sean
say.
Nichols, number 53, doesn't get a lot of action, is checking in for him at that defensive end position.
And that off to May, and again, he's going to be dropped for a loss back to the 45. So good job by that interior line.
Again, Derek Sullivan.
Not going to brag on him anymore.
Yeah, Derek Sullivan, nice job that time.
Clock rolling now down under 3 minutes, 2:49 to go.
And I swear,
First half.
it almost looked like Hamrick was trying to pull that back out of May's belly for a minute to me. I don't know if that was supposed to be a zone read, but it looked like May almost had to just jerk it out of Hamrick's hand to even take the hand off.
Second now just over 10. Hamrick in the shotgun, 2 receivers to each side. Going to throw the quick slant pass to the end, and he breaks it down the sideline, and he is going to go all the way to the end zone for the touchdown. 55 yards.
Man, Nate Suttle, and he showed off his wheels after he caught that ball, too. That looks like just a little hitch route to him out there on the sideline. He broke a tackle, and he was gone.
Yep, Nate Suttle takes it down the sideline. Beautiful catch and run that time as he about a 5-yard pass, but turned into a 55-yard touchdown.
Yeah, nice job that time by Suttle. And that gets East right back in the game, man.
Yep.
That's quieted the crowd, gets it back to a 1-score game.
And Odelmeyer with the extra point, and it's good. And just like that, the lead's been cut in half, 14-7. Oak Hill leads it. 2:14 to go in the first half of play. Big play that time, Hamrick to settle. And once he broke that tackle, he was gone down that sideline. Man,
yeah, he was going too. Yeah, I thought Mikey Spike might run him down for a minute, and he couldn't catch him. Suttle really showed off his speed down the sideline that time, and again, that's a big play for Greenbrier East. There's been a couple times that I thought East had something cooking. They hit that big pass play to their tight end, and he had the ball stripped down here, but that time East was able to finish a drive, and we got to get ball game here.
Yep. Yeah, Greenbrier East has moved the ball pretty well offensively. They've had some opportunities, but turned it over on downs once and lost the fumble another time. That time they were solid with it, and 2 plays.
So we'll see. I'll be interested to see if Devin Richardson checks back in here.
Yep.
I hope he does. I to be honest, I don't see him on the sideline right now. I'm looking for him, but I don't see him. But I take that back. I do. So I'm thinking Devin might check back in here at quarterback for Oak Hill this next series.
Hopefully we'll see some J.D. Moritz back there as well. He started off the game with a flurry. Odemeyer's kick, high and short. Hauled in at the 25. Up over the 30. Cuts it back and forth.
It's Antoine Hicks.
Yep, and Hicks gets it back over the 40. Actually, the 35 to about the 36.
JD's been standing by the trainer for Oak Hill the whole time, and you see him kind of lifting his legs. It's like he's trying to get that back stretched out a little bit and just can't quite do it. So we're going to see Jeremy Lewis check in here on the offensive line for Oak Hill at that right guard spot. We saw Michael Green get the start. I called him Michael Brown earlier, and I want to apologize for that. But Jeremy Lewis was checked in for him at that right guard spot. 2-back set here, too.
Yep. Give it straight ahead, and that is James Green, and he gets it up to the 40, over the 40, to about the 30, 41 rather.
It's the first time we've seen Oak Hill go with that 2-back set here tonight. They've been running their 4-receiver set all night.
Yep.
So giving Greenbrier East a little different look here.
Pretty nice pick up there. 4 for Green. Same set in the backfield. Same play. It's time to Ashmore. And he's going to be snowed under on the 39 as he loses a couple.
Yeah, that was number 20 coming in from his inside linebacker position. That was Keyshawn Bland, made a nice tackle that time.
And Greenbrier East, hoping to get the ball back. They use a timeout. And it'll be third down and about 7 from the Oak Hill 40. And again, if you're Oak Hill here, you can't play this way, but they're thinking about sending Richardson with the ball to run. You worry about him getting injured, so you don't want to call a design run. He may take off with it on a scramble. You also look at the clock and think, well, we'd like to run some clock, like to run the ball. But I don't know. They've opened it up pretty much. I look for him to throw the ball here.
Yeah, I do too. I wouldn't mind seeing him run a little screen here. We've seen him try to go downfield several times.
Yep.
Like you said, they've been close, but haven't been able to hit anything. I wouldn't mind seeing a little screen here, see if you can get your receivers to block, maybe make a man miss. You need 7 yards.
Yep. All right, all set to go.
And I've been seeing East blitz those linebackers a little bit too. So screen it's been a delayed blitz. They're not bringing them at the snap. They're waiting just a beat, and then they're coming.
They're running a 3-man front this time. They've got
You're right. They're
4 linebackers.
And they've been playing a single high safety all game. Their safety's Brody Hamrick, who's their quarterback.
All right, 31 seconds. They reset the clock. And again, Greenbrier East with a 3-man front. They've got 5, actually, linebackers, 1 safety. And they do run Richardson. Well, I'm not sure if he was going to try to throw that or what. He hesitated, stopped, and he's run out of bounds. He's going to be short the first down, but gets him up there where you think they might end up going for it.
Well, it stops the clock, too.
Yep.
And I think East is out of timeout, so that kind of does East a little bit of a favor if they're wanting to get the ball back. So that will stop the clock at 1:24. And you're right, this is an interesting decision here. I got to tell you, I'd probably punt it here.
I think I would, too. 4th down and 7 from your own 41.
Take a timeout and talk about it.
Take a timeout here and talk about it, and slip us a quick timeout in here as well. 1:24 seconds to go. Oak Hill leads at 14-7. We'll be back after these messages. Stay with us.
Exciting changes are happening now at Access Health. We're thrilled to announce our brand new Women's Health Clinic in Beckley is now open and eager to serve Southern West Virginia. Designed with your comfort in mind, our state-of-the-art facility offers comprehensive care to support women at every stage of life. From prenatal to postmenopausal services, experience the best in women's health care in a modern, welcoming environment. Visit accesshealthwv.com or call us at 304-252-8555 to schedule an appointment today. Access Health, where care meets compassion.
All right, here we go. 4th down. 7 yards to go for the Oak Hill Red Devils, and they are keeping quarterback Devin Richardson in the game. So Oak Hill going to go for it here in their own 41-yard line with 1:24 to go in the half.
This is a tight set to the line here.
Yep. Richardson drops straight back. He's looking. Can't find anyone. Now he reverses field, comes back to his right. He's got receivers running all over the place, but he can't find anybody open. He just heaves it. And probably in a break we'll see by the time this return is done, and a little bit of a break for Oak Hill. Ball was returned back to the 47-yard line. So
it's Caden Stone.
Yep.
Yeah, and that was, you would think that was as good as a punt, but that was a nice return.
Yep.
I probably would have punted right there. They just gotten off a pretty decent punt, but Coach Marion decides to go for it, and this is going to put East in really good field position here, starting at the Oak Hill 47. They still have 1:05. I think they're out of timeouts. Don't hold me to that, but I do believe they're out of timeouts.
So the Greenbrier Spartans take over 1st and 10.
Well, as soon as I say that, they're calling a timeout.
Yeah. from their 47, and they hate to use that second
Yeah.
or third, whichever one it is.
Especially right out of a clock stoppage.
Yeah, right
that's
out
a
of
tough
that.
one.
Yeah, you don't want to use your timeout there. It works in Oak Hill's favor. So they'll have the ball on the Oak Hill 47-yard line. They would have got it on the 42 if they hadn't intercepted. So turned out about the same either way. Seth break there. I'm like you, I believe in that situation they may have gone ahead and punted.
Yeah.
But again, we don't know the whole situation, and I'm sure they felt like they could pick up 7. I notice Davin has a little bit of trouble picking up his receivers when he starts scrambling like that. He had a receiver wide open at about the 30, but he just couldn't see him. He was on the other side of the field. So when he flushes out,
it's kind of a jailbreak at that point. Yeah, and we've seen that several times this year. So Luke Endicott's in the game here for Oak Hill. It looks like Braden Hunt's also checking in for Oak Hill. So these are two kids who play a little, but not a ton. But they're in here at a key spot here for Oak Hill right now.
All right. And here comes Greenbrier East with it. And wait a minute. We got a flag on the play, I think, over on the sideline.
I don't know what.
I thought I saw the official over throw the flag, and he's jawing with the Spartan sideline.
Dead ball. Substitution infraction against the white. 5-yard penalty. Remains first
So
down.
I'm guessing they had 12 in the huddle.
Yep.
Can't do that. So that's out of a timeout.
Yeah.
That's doubly a gut punch for Greenbrier East. You had a clock stoppage after the change of possession. Then you had to burn a timeout after that. And then you come out after that and have a substitution infraction. And they're still having issues over there. They're going to have to get the coach off the field.
Yeah, they got
so a lot of confusion here on the Greenbrier East sideline. The play clock's running. The play clock's been, I don't know what's going on here.
Maybe we'll get an explanation.
You still have these
from Bob
coaches
Bates
on the field.
No foul on the play. They're 10 men out here.
So that was on the officials. He took ownership of it. Good for him.
All right, so we're right back where we started from, 47-yard line.
They're overloading this left side. They'll actually have a two tight end formation, Empty set.
Yep, Hamrick straight back. He's going deep, looking for a man, and just deflected at the end of the play.
That was Braden Hunt, who I said just checked in. He was in man coverage over there on the speedy Nate Suttle. Now, I think Hamrick underthrew it just a hair, but still a really nice job by Braden Hunt coming in off the bench and breaking up that pass. Nice play.
Yep, got his hand up on it at the last second. Forced a 2nd and 10 now. Just a little time off the clock, 58.9 seconds now.
Now Hunt is checked out, and Z. Lewis is back over here at that short corner position. Again, showing two tights and an empty set here.
Yep. Hamrick has time, throws it across the middle this time. Looking for the sideline. Good play there.
Yeah, James Green came over.
Kept him
from his
getting
defensive
out of bounds,
line position. Was able to get Suttle from behind. Kept him from getting out of bounds. You're right, the clock's ticking.
Yep. 2nd down now, or 3rd down now and 3.
5 receiver set.
Yep. Hamrick straight back. And pressure comes. He's flushed out of the pocket and lets it fly downfield. And receiver came back for it, but the pass was underthrown.
Yeah, he had Caden Stone down there. Yep. And I saw Armani Hicks. He was on his horse trying to get down there. He had his back turned to the play, to the quarterback. But, yeah, Hamrick underthrew it a little bit, so that's going to bring up 4th down here for Greenbrier East.
Yep, 24 seconds to go in the first half. Greenbrier East.
And they bring it on their punt team.
A lot of players coming in and out, so they may be going to punt football here, which I think, again, is not a bad play.
Yeah. And that's number 24, Logan Van Fossen, who's their punter.
He'll get the punt off just inside his 50. So, yeah, knowing they're out of timeouts, and with 24 seconds to go, they elect a punt, and good punt, angles it toward the sideline, takes an Oak Hill bounce back to the 20, and for some reason, the Oak Hill player down there decided to dive on it.
It was Tyler Ashmore, and they'll probably get a chewing for that. There's no need to do that. Donovan Penn was trying to down it, and Penn kind of bobbled it. For some reason, Tyler Ashmore felt like he had to get involved and jump on it, and he didn't. He should have just stayed away from it. Very lucky that that wasn't a turnover.
All right, if you're Oak Hill now, I'm guessing not even we'll guess. We'll say we'll probably take a knee, but
we might run 4 verticals.
That's right. We might let one go here.
And that's Endicott checking in very late for Oak Hill. He didn't get much clock at all on offense.
And they are sending 4 receivers out. Well, 3 out to the left, 1 run off the field. And they are going to hand it off to James Green, trying to get around the right edge. Can't get there. Now he gets a block and breaks a tackle. And he's up over the 40 and gets it out to the 36-yard line. So good run there by Green.
Heck of an individual effort.
Yep.
I mean, that play was dead in the water.
Very close to breaking it.
He was very close to breaking it, yeah. That's going to be the end of the half, though, here, Greg.
Yep, clock's going to start, and that's going to do it for the first half of play with your Oak Hill Red Devils leading it 14-7. You've been watching high school football here on the New River Network. We're at the half. We'll be back to get you all the second half action after the band performs here at halftime. So stay with us. We shall return.
Exciting changes are happening now at Access Health. We're thrilled to announce our brand new Women's Health Clinic in Beckley is now open and eager to serve Southern West Virginia. Designed with your comfort in mind, our state-of-the-art facility offers comprehensive care to support women at every stage of life. From prenatal to postmenopausal services, experience the best in women's health care in a modern, welcoming environment. Visit accesshealthwv.com or call us at 304-252-8555 to schedule an appointment today. Access Health, where care meets compassion.
First place, the juniors.
Great news, Fayette County. Access Health has opened a brand new clinic location to better serve our community, offering comprehensive services including primary care and an on-site pharmacy. Our dedicated team is here to meet all your healthcare needs. Conveniently located at 5493 Maple Lane in Fayetteville and ready to welcome you. Visit accesshealthwv.com for more information. Access Health. Familiar faces, trusted care.
We appreciate your support. Now, at this time, it is my pleasure to introduce the 2024 Homecoming Court. Our freshman attendant is Miss Macy Bess, She is the daughter of Misty Koger and Kevin Bess and is a member of the Oak Hill High School volleyball team. She would like to thank her math teacher, Mrs. Mooney, for always supporting, helping, and being there whenever she needs her. Presenting her flowers tonight is freshman cheerleader Braylee Hopkins. Escorting Macy tonight is Mr. Jagger Knox. He is the son of Bill and Tammy Knox. He is a member of the Oak Hill High School football team. He would like to thank his teacher. Test. He would like to thank his teacher, Mrs. Cortinez, because she is a great teacher who makes class fun. Our sophomore attendant is Miss Destiny DeMoss. She is the daughter of Christina and Stephen DeMoss. She is a member of the Oak Hill High School wrestling team. She would like to thank her art teacher, Mrs. Alyssa Evans, because she inspires people to be whoever they are and is always there for her whenever she is needed. Destiny says you are the best teacher she knows and that you have a great personality. Presenting her flowers this evening is sophomore cheerleader Cadence Donnelly. Escorting Destiny tonight is Mr. Ryder Adkins. Ryder is the son of Rachel and Larry Adkins. He is a student liked by all and one who always has a smile on his face in the hallways. He would like to thank his science teacher, Mrs. Carr. He says, thank you for always being there for me since freshman year. Our junior attendant is Miss Reagan Gregory. She is a student council representative, member of the Oak Hill Outreach Team, and a member of the 4-year Aerospace Engineering program. She would like to thank her English teacher, Miss Kirk, for always supporting her and boosting her confidence. She would also like to shout out her uncle and assistant principal, Jason Blankenship, for always taking care of her and having her back. Presenting her flowers this evening is junior cheerleader, Miss Amaya C. Grasty. Escorting Reagan tonight is Mr. Jasper Newman. Jasper is the nephew of Mark Mason Jr. and Kara Vossler Mason. Jasper is a 4.0 student and takes honors courses. He is a member of the Oak Hill High School football team, employed at Walmart, and has no ops anywhere. He would like to thank his science teacher, Mrs. Ashley Chenard, who always encourages him to be the best version of himself. Now, for our senior candidates for Homecoming King and Queen. Our first candidate for Homecoming Queen is Miss Carison Fazell. She is the daughter of Autumn and Dennis Fazell. She is a member of the National Honor Society, takes college courses, and has maintained a 4.0 GPA all through high school. She is a member of the Oak Hill High School basketball and soccer teams and plays with the Legacy FC travel soccer team. She would like to thank her math teacher and basketball coach, Mrs. Shepard, for always being someone she can go to whenever she needs and being an amazing role model as both a teacher and a coach. Her future plan is to attend Concord University, where she will major in pre-physical therapy. Presenting her flowers this evening is senior cheerleader, Miss Jayla Lynch. Our first candidate for Homecoming King is Mr. Cade Vargo Thomas. He is the son of Courtney Vargo and Andre Thomas. He is a member of the Student Council, National Honor Society, 4-year HSTA program, and will be a 4-year Aerospace Engineering program completer this year. Cade was the freshman attendant for Miss Red Devil Court and the sophomore attendant for Homecoming Court. He would like to thank his history teacher, Mr. Kent, because of his way of teaching and making learning fun. He's always willing to talk to you and answer questions. Cade's future plan is to attend college and major in business. Our second candidate for Homecoming Queen is Miss Natasha Jones. She's the daughter of Charnelia and Matthew Jones. She's a member of the National Honor Society, Upward Bound, and Fayette Institute of Technology, where she is enrolled in health occupations. She would like to thank her English teacher, Miss Taylor, for always being there when she needed it and is one of the best teachers she's ever had. Her future plan is to attend Fairmont University to major in nursing. Presenting her flowers tonight is senior cheerleader, Miss Ella Swain. Our second candidate for Homecoming King is Mr. Aiden Treadway. He is the son of Mary and Kevin Treadway. He is a member of the Student Council, National Honor Society, and will be a 4-year aerospace engineering program completer. He would like to thank all of his teachers for helping him thrive and to become the best he can be. He would also like to shout out English teachers, Miss Taylor and Mrs. Calloway, for helping him get through the days. He is undecided on his future plans, but would like to go into a business or marketing career. Our third and final candidate for Homecoming Queen is Miss Taylor Sizemore. She is the daughter of Jason and Kristen Sizemore. She is a member of the National Honor Society, National Society of High School Scholars, has maintained a 4.0 GPA all 4 years of high school, and enrolled in 4 college dual credit courses this year. She is also a 4-year member of the Oak Hill High School girls soccer team, where she is team captain. She is also a member of the Legacy FC travel soccer team. She would like to thank her English teacher, Miss Kirk, for playing an important role in inspiring her and supporting her through high school. She is not only a teacher, but a true friend who is always there for all of us. Her future plan is to attend college and seek a degree in either orthopedics or as a nurse anesthetist. Presenting her flowers tonight is senior cheerleader Addison Salvatore. Our final candidate for Homecoming King is Mr. Grayson Kidd. He is the son of David and Sherry Kidd. He's enrolled in 3 college dual credit classes, has maintained a 4.0 GPA all 4 years of high school, is a member of the National Honor Society, and a 4-year member of the Oak Hill High School boys soccer team. He would like to thank his science teacher, Mrs. Ashley Chenard. He says, "Thank you for guiding me all 4 years of high school and always wanting me to succeed." His future plan is to attend college and pursue a degree in engineering. Thank you to all of our attendants and candidates for Homecoming King and Queen. This is always an amazing opportunity to support your class and make lasting memories. Here to crown your 2024 Homecoming King and Queen, our last year's King and Queen, Mr. Malachi Lewis and Miss Alyssa Higginbotham. Your 2024 Homecoming King, Mr. Cade Vargo Thomas. And your 2024 Homecoming Queen, Miss Carison Fazell. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2024 Homecoming Court. Congratulations once again. New River Ranch, you need to move your white van. New River Ranch, you need to move your white van.
Great news, Fayette County. Access Health has opened a brand new clinic location to better serve our community, offering comprehensive services including primary care and an on-site pharmacy. Our dedicated team is here to meet all your healthcare needs. Conveniently located at 5493 Maple Lane in Fayetteville and ready to welcome you. Visit accesshealthwv.com for more information. Access Health. Familiar faces, trusted care. Exciting changes are happening now at Access Health. We're thrilled to announce our brand new Women's Health Clinic in Beckley is now open and eager to serve Southern West Virginia. Designed with your comfort in mind, our state-of-the-art facility offers comprehensive care to support women at every stage of life. From prenatal to postmenopausal services, experience the best in women's health care in a modern, welcoming environment. Visit accesshealthwv.com or call us at 304-252-8555 to schedule an appointment today. Access Health, where care meets compassion.
We'd like to thank the following sponsors for this report of Red Devil football for this season. Chris Drug Chiropractic, Sports Injuries, We Can Help, Increased Mobility, Decreased Pain. All can happen here. Drug-free care for injuries, migraines, stress, and more. Except most insurance. Sliding fee for eligible patients. Locations in Fayetteville, Sophia, and Beckley. New River Health, serving Southern West Virginia with quality healthcare services. Come check us out soon at our new location in the old Kmart building on Route 19. Plateau Electric Inc. Residential and commercial, fire, burglary, and CCTV. Making your world a safer place. 304 or www.wdalarm.com. And Crown Vinyl Products, located at Lock Alley and Oak Hill Business for over 20 years. All your vinyl, siding, and painting needs.
Welcome back to John P. Duda Stadium, New River Network's coverage of high school football. The Oak Hill Red Devils taking on the Greenbrier Spartans, and the score at the half, Oak Hill 14, Greenbrier 7. Chris Oak Hill started off the game very impressively on the ground, ran 4 plays, went 32 yards after a fumble recovery, and scored a touchdown. It looked like they were going to have easy pickings from there, but since then, East has turned up the defense a little bit. Oak Hill able to record another score on a nice long run by Devin Richardson, but the Greenbrier East offense starting to click a little bit there. They were moving the ball well and had a couple costly turnovers and penalties, but having some success moving the ball. I look for Oak Hill to try to get back to that ground game here a little bit in the second half.
Yeah, they probably need to. You know, JD, that first drive was all him, and then he came out with an injury and he hasn't returned. And Oak Hill's kind of, like you said, kind of gotten away from that ground game. They've tried to hit some deep passes. They've been close and just haven't been able to do it. Kind of a strange first half. I mean, it felt like Oak Hill controlled that more than the score indicates. That last score by Greenbrier East toward the end of the half was big. It got them back in the game. But, you know, you're right. After going right down the field on the initial drive, Oak Hill started trying to throw the ball downfield a little bit, and they haven't had a ton of success doing it. And then East had that big touchdown pass themselves. So, no, we got us a ball game here in Oak Hill, and it didn't look like we might for a little while.
Yep. Yeah, in Oak Hill, you know, if you think back on it, we forced a turnover beginning of the game. We forced another on a long pass completion down inside the 10-yard line, able to recover that. And we also had a goal line stand 4 plays from first and goal from the 1.
That's a great point, yeah.
So, you know, Oak Hill's dodged some bullets here.
They really have.
Yep. And, you know, like I said, the East offense seemed like they found a few things on the running the ball to the right side, and also was their short passing game was very effective. And we'll just see what kind of adjustments Oak Hill made defensively here for this second half and see if they'll go back to the run on offense. And, of course, you know, we talked about J.D. Moritz going out in that first half. We don't know. He was on the sideline. He looked good. He was walking around, moving around. We'll have to see if he gets back in. I have a feeling if he does return to action that we will see a lot of ground game. We'll go back to it. But we'll just have to wait and see. We don't know if he's going to be able to go or not.
Well, Oak Hill will get the ball here to start the second half, and I would come out running the ball. I would make East stop me, and then if they did, then you can make an adjustment and try to get something going in your screen game, try to get Devin going maybe a little bit on some design QB runs. But I would definitely try to establish my run here to start the second half and get back to what you were doing well to start the game. And, yeah, you're right. You know, defensively for Oak Hill, they're going to have to make their own adjustments because Greenbrier East did have a couple things cooking there toward the end of the half. And that was a great point you made about the goal line stand. I mean, the score could be different than what it really is right now. And they hit the big play to the tight end. So, no, you're right. Oak Hill has dodged some bullets themselves. But, you know, East, after a rough start here to start the game, they had a turnover right off the bat. And after that, Oak Hill went straight down the field. And you thought, okay, this homecoming, we might get rolling here. And to East's credit, they've bowed their back a little bit, and they've climbed back in the football game.
And, you know, talk about adjustments. I'm even, you know, for Oak Hill thinking offensive adjustments. You know, if you're going to throw the ball, maybe look at some of those shorter passes, quick slants and wide receiver screens, things of that nature. We've thrown a few of those, but mostly we've taken shots downfield deep, and we haven't connected on any of those as of yet. So I would think that if we do throw the ball, we may go back to looking at maybe some shorter routes, some quicker, quick hitting pass plays, that sort of thing to open up a running game just a little bit.
Well, and those are low percentage pass plays. Yep. And I think if you've watched Oak Hill the first 5 games of this season, Devin has a great arm, but I think he's looking long a lot.
Yeah.
He's looking for that home run quite a bit. And when you hit them, they're great, but you don't hit them that often. That's why they're considered low percentage plays. And Oak Hill just hasn't been able to connect. So I'm with you on that. Everything doesn't have to be 40 or 50 yards downfield. Right. Try to hit an intermediate route. Get back to your screen game a little bit and see if that's open a little bit, because those long pass plays are hard to hit. If they were easy to hit, people would throw them all the time and hit them all the time. That's why they're not easy to hit.
Yep, that's right. I was watching J.D. Maris down on the sideline as the players came back out. He's trying to run a little bit and loosen that up, but it doesn't look good right now.
Nah, he's moving kind of gingerly down there, and I don't know if it's a lower back or I don't know what it is. I hate to speculate. I did see him giving some treatment on that back, but right now, if I were a betting man, I wouldn't bet on him coming back the way he's looking down on that sideline right now. So we're probably going to see a lot of Tyler Ashmore in the backfield, and then they're going to mix in some James Green as well, I would think.
Yep, he is trying to run down and get stretched out, it looks like. But like I said, he's walking awful gingerly and really looks like he's struggling with that hip.
Greg, can I do something for my favorite all-time teacher? Marilyn Montgomery asked me to announce that this homecoming weekend, tomorrow night, at the New River Convention Center, the Oak Hill Collins alumni chapter is going to meet there instead of their normal meeting at Tamarack. So I've done my due diligence for my favorite teacher, so I got that in.
There you go. Yes, that's over at the New River Convention Center there in Oak Hill. All right, we are set to go here for the third quarter, getting this second half underway. And the kickoff will be taken at about the 15. And
it's good coverage.
To the 25 and snowed under there, Hamrick down on the tackle. And
I think that was Caden Stone. And we've called his name a few times on defense. Yep. He's made some nice tackles on defense as well. That time I think that was Z. Lewis on the return for Oak Hill. So Caden Stone's made some nice plays for the Spartans here tonight.
Yep. He gets it back to the 27, so Oak Hill will start there. First possession of the second half.
And again, they're going with this tight formation here, a bunch on the left and the right.
And they send some motion and try a little crossbuck action to Ashmore. Nothing doing there as he's going to lose 2 or 3 back to the 24-yard line, 23-yard line.
Yeah, it was Caden McNeely from his defensive end position. No, you're right. They showed something a little different that time. They put Treadway in motion. They showed maybe a little jet sweep action. Then they tried to run Ashmore behind where Treadway was going, and Caden McNeely, the defensive end over, was having none of that.
Yep. Loss of 3 on the play. Brings up 2nd and 13 for Oak Hill.
This is their normal set. Twins out to each side. Spread out a little bit more.
And they give it to Ashmore again, this time straight up the gut. He pushes it all the way out to
late
the 33.
Flag
Late flag comes in.
I don't know what that was.
It's a nice gain by Oak Hill. May be negated.
I'm seeing Brandon Champion clap his hands, though. That might be on Greenbrier East.
Get the call from Bob Bates here.
Five-yard face mask against the white, number 24. 5-yard penalty. First down.
That'll move the sticks.
Yep.
James Ludwig from his right tackle position that time pulled around, had a nice job, nice block to lead Ashmore up in there. That was a nice run for Oak Hill, and then tackle on the penalty, and he moved the sticks.
Yeah, it was a nice run there. He picked up about 7 or 8 on that one. And they go back to this tight formation. Send that motion man again from right to left. Give it to him on the jet sweep around the right side up to the 50-yard line.
Yeah, so that's a nice play call, because the previous time you saw McNeely not really honor that jet sweep action. So that time they said, okay, we'll just hand it to Carson Treadway, and that time they were able to get around the edge that time. So nice job by Oak Hill noticing that the defensive end was crashing hard in on the running back. So just hand it to Carson, let him get a nice chunk around the right end.
Yep. And he picks up plenty for the first down. So the change reset as the ball just in Greenbrier East territory. Same formation, same action, and again they fake the jet sweep. Give it to Ashmore straight ahead. He's bouncing around, finds room, and gets it up all the way to the 43. So nice run there
So that time they actually, I believe they pulled Mikey Spike from one of his receiver positions. They're showing such a tight formation there that you don't see that a whole lot there. Where he actually, and it looked like to me that Mikey came across the formation from his receiver position and was trying to trap somebody. So that's an unusual blocking scheme right there. But they got a nice chunk of yardage on it.
Picked up about 6. Second down 4. Same formation, same action. This time Richardson fakes the jet sweep, keeps it himself, and he's going to be dropped for a loss of a yard back to the 44. So that didn't fool anybody there.
No, it didn't. That was number 5, Danny Butler, who came up. I got to tell you, though, I like the idea because they're showing the same formation. Then they're trying to build off of what they've already shown.
Yep.
So I don't mind the idea. Not every good idea works, but I kind of like the idea of Devin that time faking it, going around the end. And Greenbrier did a nice job, but I still don't think that's a bad play call from Oak Hill, though.
I agree. I think you get Richardson on the outside with it. If he can get a little space, he's dangerous. Third down now and 5. They run the same motion, same formation, and breaking free with it. Back, and he's going to take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Oak Hill.
Carson Treadway.
44 yards.
Great run from the sophomore that time. And again, they just show that jet sweep action. Here's what I like about that whole drive. They showed the same formation, but they built a lot of plays off the same formation and the same motion.
Yep.
So they gave East a lot of eye candy on that drive. They're like, okay, react to this. Now react to this. I really like that. That's a good adjustment from Oak Hill coming out of the locker room.
Yep, I agree. Good series of plays right there. Like you said, they set those plays up. Jones with the extra point, and it is good. So, 8:42 to go in the third quarter. The Red Devils extend their lead to 14. They lead at 21-7 over the Greenbrier East Spartans. Impressive drive that time by Oak Hill.
Yeah, absolutely. And we talked about getting the running game going, but what we should have said, or I should have said, you can get the running game going a lot of different ways. It doesn't always have to be your running back right between the tackles.
Yep.
You can do that with jet sweeps, and then you can show a jet sweep and then pull it out of his belly and let the quarterback go around in, and then you can actually fake the jet sweep and hand it to your running back. And that's what I really liked about that series of plays for Oak Hill. They set them up really well, and they same formation, same motion, but they ran a lot of different plays off of that, and I think that's really good play calling. So I was really impressed by that opening series of plays from Oak Hill.
Yeah, and they took that ball 75 yards and a 6-play, 75-yard drive. Pretty impressive way to come out.
Yes, it was.
Start the second half. And Jones kicks it away. Line drive, short, picked up at the 20. And this guy is elusive, small but elusive. Nice job.
It's Jai Green. I'll tell you what he did that I really liked about that. He fielded the ball, and he waited, and he let the deep return man get in front of him. Very patient. He knew, he was like, hey, be my lead blocker here.
Yep.
That was really good patience by Jai Green that time. I was impressed by that. Most high school kids are just going to get the ball and run as fast as they can up the middle. He didn't.
He's a tough guy to bring down, too. He's low to the ground and pretty quick. Gets it out to the 45 where East will start their first drive of the second half. We have officials timeout here for something. Pants again.
I mean, the Oak Hill's really had a lot of equipment issues the last couple of weeks. So Z. Lewis checks out. Braden Hunt checks in over there at that corner.
Well, it's really things that you shouldn't have. May with the carry straight up the middle. Nothing going there. Oak Hill ready for that.
So James Ludwig got the tackle, but it's because Brandon Champion just plugged up the middle. Brandon Champion, who doesn't, and he plays some on defense, but he doesn't play a ton, but he's been forced into a lot more action with J.D. Moritz going down. Brandon Champion's had a really nice game in the interior of that line for Oak Hill tonight.
The officials making these guys get their pants down below their knees. That's against the rules to have them above their knees, and they've had to stop them 3 times, I think, tonight for that. Unnecessary. All right, 3 receivers split to the left. Hamrick Going to throw that bubble screen out there. The receiver, nice defensive play. Couldn't bring him down, and he escapes and ends up getting enough for the first down. Good defensive play, all except for the finish out there.
Armani Hicks did everything you're supposed to do from that cornerback position except make the tackle.
Yep.
He read it. He snuffed it out. He beat the block.
Yep.
He didn't quite make the tackle, and I think that was Suttles able to get the first down because of it.
Yep. He escaped that tackle. Had he got that tackle, it would have been a loss of yardage,
Yes,
but he
would.
escaped and ends up picking enough up for the first down.
He read the play. He did a great job of, dissecting the play.
Right.
But he just couldn't quite bring him down. So we're going to have a timeout here already. I don't know who's this being charged to, though. I don't know who took this, Greg.
I don't know either. I saw the official signal it, but he never did point to a side. Okay, we've got an injury over on the sideline.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that. Okay.
Yep. Looks like a Greenbrier Spartan down after that play. Get him up, and now we're ready for play. So first down and 10. Greenbrier East again. Good defensive play by Oak Hill, just unable to finish it with the tackle. That's like playing good defense in basketball, stealing the ball and missing the layup.
It happens sometimes.
Yep, sure does.
I know all about missing layups.
All right, first and 10, Greenbrier East.
Oak Hill needs a man out here on the slot.
Yep. And that was a strange-looking play there, and they get it to May coming around the right end, and he's going to be brought down.
Yeah, James Ludwig. But I'll tell you what, Oak Hill was misaligned out there. The slot man was Jai Green, and he was uncovered.
Yep.
Oak Hill was definitely misaligned right there on defense. So they're going to have to get that fixed. And I'm seeing Luke Endicott out there who doesn't play a ton, and when you have backups in, sometimes you see things like that happen.
That's just like I said earlier, in this game, when you have a small roster, if you lose a starter, you got to move 3 people around to get it all covered. And that gets confusing sometimes. May over the left side. Not much going there. Picks up a couple. Brings up third down now and about 6 for Greenbrier East.
Yeah, Mikey Spike from his inside linebacker position able to get that tackle. But definitely 2 down territory here for Greenbrier East, and I guarantee you the coaches are thinking about that as they're calling the plays. We don't need to get this right here. Not all of it.
Hammer in the shotgun. He's got 3 men to his left, 1 to his right. May right behind him. Fakes and now he throws it out there, and it's incomplete. Went through the hands of the receiver. He pump faked out, was going to look to go for the fly pattern down the left side. That wasn't open, so he went back to the original receiver, and he overthrew him just a little bit too high.
And there's a couple times I've seen Hamrick do that. Hamrick's putting a lot of zip on balls that he doesn't necessarily need to. I mean, the ball was on the receiver's hands, but, man, Hamrick, he put it out there with a lot of zip on it, and he can probably take a little off that and make it a little easier on his receivers.
Yep. All right, brings up a big play here in this second half. 4th down and 6 for Greenbrier East from the Oak Hill 37. Hamrick drops, looks right, now left, and he's got a man, and he's got the first down yardage with forward progress. He's pushed back.
Yeah, that was Jai Green, but you're right, he did have, and I'll tell you what, I was really impressed with Hamrick that time, because Hamrick at the one set of the play, he was looking out here to the right, and he came off his initial read to find Jai Green. You don't see a lot of high school kids do that.
Nope.
A lot of times it's the first primary read, and if he's not there, tuck it and run, or you're doing something else. He actually came off his first read and found a second read.
Yep, sure did.
Nice job.
Nice pass, and that gives them a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from the 30. Give to May over the left side. He's got a little bit of room over there as he pushes down over the 25. Still going down to the 23 or 20, maybe even the 21.
Yeah, that was a nice job by May. Nice job by his offensive line, too. That they look like to me that's a zone blocking scheme. Looked like to me they were all stepping in unison to the left there. So that's just a little inside zone, and they gave him a little crease, and then he did some on his own, too.
Yep. Gets it down to the 22. Bring up 2nd down and 1.
And you love 2nd and 1s if you're a coach, Greg.
Yep, sure do. Open up the playbook here. Just going to hand it straight ahead to May, and he's going to fight. Second effort got him the first down as he gets down close to the 20. Not quite there, but he didn't have to get there to get the first down. He had to get to the 21, which he did. So that'll bring up first down and 10.
Yeah.
For Greenbrier East. New set of downs. Clock continuing to wind. It's down to 5:19 here in the third quarter. Nice drive put together here by Greenbrier East.
Yes, it has. It's been a nice answer drive after Oak Hill's initial scoring drive to start the half. So, yeah, really good answer drive here by the East. But they got to finish it, and that's been something they haven't done here a lot in the game is finish drives.
Yep. They've been down in the red zone quite a few times. Come up empty. Hamrick in the shotgun. Gives it to May over the left side. Caught Oak Hill in a blitz, and he breaks it free up the middle and all the way to the end zone, 21 yards. May for the touchdown.
And Greg, you called it. That was a good pickup by you. They caught Oak Hill. They caught Cade Compton blitzing from his linebacker position, and May made a nice little move at the line of scrimmage, and once he did, he was gone.
Yep, caught him in that blitz, and once he cleared the front line, it was nothing but him in the end zone, and he takes it the 21 for the touchdown. Try for point now to close the gap down to 7. Nice drive by Greenbrier East that time to answer. 55-yard drive. Overmeyer with the extra point attempt, and it is good. So, 4:51 to go in the third quarter play. The Oak Hill Red Devils lead at 21-14. Watching high school football on the New River Network. We'll be back.
Exciting changes are happening now at Access Health. We're thrilled to announce our brand new Women's Health Clinic in Beckley is now open and eager to serve Southern West Virginia. Designed with your comfort in mind, our state-of-the-art facility offers comprehensive care to support women at every stage of life. From prenatal to postmenopausal services, experience the best in women's health care in a modern, welcoming environment. Visit accesshealthwv.com or call us at 304-252-8555 to schedule an appointment today. Access Health, where care meets compassion.
Welcome back to John P. Duda Stadium. The Oak Hill Red Devils and the Greenbrier East Spartans going at it. Greenbrier East with the answer there, 55 yards.
Yeah, that was a really nice answer drive. Set up by Jai Green on a nice kickoff return to put him in good field position. But, yeah, East is showing Oak Hill they're not going to go away easily.
Overmeyer with the kickoff. Takes Hicks, gets it at the 5, cuts across the 25, the 30.
We got a flag down.
We got a flag down on the play, and typically that's an illegal block or a hold. We'll see where they mark it from.
So, Greg, we've talked about J.D. Moritz going down, but when you have depth issues like Oak Hill does, just one player going down, what we're seeing is Tyler Ashmore, who can usually get a little blow on offense, he's having to get a lot of carries now in the backfield. Brandon Champion, who can usually get kind of a blow on defense, he's playing a ton of defensive snaps.
Number 3, 10-yard penalty, first down.
So when you don't have a lot of depth like Oak Hill doesn't, even one injury like that can really cause a lot of kids to get snaps that they normally wouldn't get.
Oh, yeah.
And they're getting a little more worn out than they normally would.
Like I've said, you got to start moving people around. You end up switching 3 or 4 people and substituting before you get it figured out, and that can get to be a mess.
No, they're showing that same look they had in the first series. Nice play.
Nice play at time by
Caden
Hammer.
Stone, man. He's made several nice plays tonight for Greenbrier East. He's a sure tackler.
Yes, he is.
He is a very sure tackler. But again, they showed I like the call though. I like what Oak Hill's doing, but East just defended at that time. But they're giving East a lot of eye candy and making them defend a lot of different things off that same look.
So that's about a yard loss here on the play. Moves the ball back inside the 20 to the 19. And hand it off again. This time room for Green over the left side. And he's up over the 30 to about the 32. So that's enough for a first down. Big run right there.
Nice, tough run by James Green. I've said for a long time that he runs bigger than his size. He gets in the weight room a lot. He goes to the same gym I do. He's not a big kid, but he's put together really well. He's a strong kid. And he ran strong that time to finish off the run and get a first down.
New set of downs for Oak Hill as the ball bounced back up there where we returned it. So first and 10 from the 32. Clock rolling down to 3.5 minutes. Same formation, same action. This time they do give the sweep again to Treadway, trying to get outside around the corner. And it looked like he was going to make it, but he picked up a yard there, and then he gets brought down.
I agree. I think if Carson would have just turned up field and squared his shoulders, he would have got a few more yards out of that. He kept trying to string it out.
Yeah.
And Jai Green finally ran him down out there. But as that play was developing, it looked like to me that was going to go for more than it got.
Yep. That brings up second down now and 9 as he picked up 1 there. Change up the formation now. They got 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. And they're going to give the handoff again to Green around the left side. Flag comes in late as Green gets it up over the 40. Nice pickup, but it looks like it's going to be another hold from where that flag came from.
Yeah, I didn't see exactly what happened over here on the edge, but when you see a flag come, yeah, definitely. Yep. I don't know who that was on.
Preliminary indication is a hold after a nice pickup. Green was close to another first down. Could have been a big first down. They could have run out the rest of the clock for this quarter. Kept this drive going. Now they're going to be marched back and
holding
behind the chains.
It's the red, number 60.
That's
10-yard penalty.
Champion.
Second down.
He's a left tackle.
So it takes the ball all the way back to the Oak Hill 23.
And the line to make is the 42. So we're looking at, what, 2nd and 19.
Yep, 2nd and 19. Richardson drops. Now he's going to take off running with it again, and he's not going to have much room this time as he's run out of bounds at the 25.
Yeah, nice job by Greenbrier East. Had it covered up downfield. And then that time they didn't let Devin escape too much.
Right.
It's a nice job by the Spartans defensively.
So we're giving 3 on the play, and that brings up third down now and 16 for Oak Hill. Two receivers to each side.
East is showing blitz. Here they come.
Yep, here they come. Pressure comes hard on Richardson. He drops back in the pocket. He's all the way back to his own 3-yard line. Now he comes around the left side, and he's looking, and finally just throws it away after scrambling around all over the place. No place to go with it.
That's going to be a crackback on Tyler Ashmore.
Yep.
I mean, he did it right in front of the official, and you got to know that. I mean, you can't do that anymore. You know, back in the day, you could crack back on defenders. You can't do that anymore, and Tyler did it right in the open field.
Here's the call.
Personal foul. Blindside block. Against the red. That penalty's been refused. It's 4th down.
So they got to punt it now.
Yep, they decline the penalty. Brings up 4th and 16 now, so Oak Hill will have to punt. And if you follow the Red Devils at all, this is always a
could be an adventure.
Yes, it's always a.
Now, the one time that they punted,
yep,
there was a clean snap, clean catch, and a clean punt. You got to get that again. Antoine Hicks kind of hobbles onto the field. Looks like there's some confusion here for Oak Hill. I don't know if they have enough guys out there. They're going to have to take a timeout.
They only have 9 people out there.
Yeah, they got to take a timeout to get this. Here comes Mikey Spike on late. And he's the long snapper, so
got to have him.
You got to have him. They got to take a timeout.
Yeah, they're going to take a timeout. Play clock down to 1 second. So Oak Hill had to burn a timeout trying to get their punt team on. They're so unused to punting, they struggle with the punt team. So.
Yeah, that was definitely kind of discombobulated right there when the long snapper's the last guy to run out on the field.
Yep.
You weren't ready to punt, that's for sure. But, yeah, they got to get a good one off here and try to pin them back,
Access
but at least
Health has opened a brand new clinic location to better serve our community, offering comprehensive services including primary care and an on-site pharmacy. Our dedicated team is here to meet all your healthcare needs. Conveniently located at 5493 Maple Lane in Fayetteville and ready to welcome you. Visit accesshealthwv.com for more information. Access Health. Familiar faces. Trusted care.
Punting.
And again, I'll be interested to see if East wants to come after this. If they've watched film on Oak Hill's punt game, they would be wise to come after it.
They do back off, and Jones gets away. Nice punt. Taken in at the 40. Now he's all the way back to the 35. He lost around. He fumbled the football, and we got a flag down and a fumble, and I think Greenbrier East fell back on the football. We had a little extracurricular activity going on here away from the ball. We'll see who this is on.
So Luke Endicott and James Green did a nice job of stringing that out, not letting Subtle get around the corner there. Devon Marion's really making the case. I don't know if it's going to be on Oak Hill or East. Devon Marion doesn't seem happy. So I don't know what the call is here.
Officials are discussing it. Could be big either way.
So while we've got a second, they're discussing it. Well, let's get the call here.
Third and return. Personal foul against the red, number 53. 15-yard penalty. First down.
Well, it's LaShawn Nichols. I don't know what he did, but Devon Marion's not happy about it. But that's a big penalty because Oak Hill actually did a really nice job of covering the punt. But that puts the East in business at the Oak Hill 40.
Yep, Oak Hill suddenly committing several penalties. They didn't have too many tonight, and I think we've had 4 already in this third quarter. So that moves the ball all the way down to Oak Hill's 40, where Oak Hill will begin with 1 minute and 46 seconds to go in the third quarter. I was getting ready to say, it looks like probably going to have a heavy dose of May right here. He takes the first handoff down inside the 35 to the 34.
I'll tell you what, if they can get that on first down, they'll definitely take that. That was a nice, strong run, and I saw some Oak Hill linemen that time getting pushed back. I saw the pile moving the other way, and here they're going tempo again.
Yep, going quick.
Let's see if they run the same thing. Usually when they went tempo, they come right back to the same play.
And they do give it off to May. Bounces around back there, finally goes over his left side. Got a first down all the way down to the 25-yard line. Nice run by May that time. It looked like it was bottled up, and then he bounced to the outside. Goes all the way to the 25, first down. Greenbrier East going quick again. And Oak Hill, it's caused some confusion for Oak Hill, and they're forced to burn another timeout.
Yeah, that's 2 timeouts already. We're not to the fourth quarter.
Yep. All right, with a timeout on the field, let's take a timeout up here in the booth. You're watching high school football on the New River Network. Stay with us. We'll be back.
Exciting changes are happening now at Access Health. We're thrilled to announce our brand new Women's Health Clinic in Beckley is now open and eager to serve Southern West Virginia. Designed with your comfort in mind, our state-of-the-art facility offers comprehensive care to support women at every stage of life. From prenatal to postmenopausal services, experience the best in women's health care in a modern, welcoming environment. Visit accesshealthwv.com or call us at 304-252-8555 to schedule an appointment today. Access Health, where care meets.
All right, after the timeout, Greenbrier East will be starting 25-yard line, 1st and 10.
And Greg, we got Jagger Knox in here. Jagger Knox is he's number 26. He's a freshman. He's getting his first varsity action out here at an inside linebacker in there for Mikey Spike.
Injury bug really hitting Oak Hill hard tonight. Good job defensively there by the Red Devils.
And I'll tell you what, I think Jagger Knox was in on that tackle too. Comes right in, and he's in on that play. Along with, I think Champion and Sullivan were too, but they ran that on to Jagger Knox's side at the inside linebacker position. He held his ground. Nice job by the freshman.
He made it 2 yards as he gets it up to the 23. Brings up second down. Actually, about a yard is all he gained, so second down and 9. Fake the handoff, and Hammer keeps it. And good job out here by the left side of Oak Hill's defense as they're able to.
Yeah, Luke Endicott. Luke Endicott, and then Cade Compton helped clean it up right time. But you're right, that was a nice job. Because we haven't seen Hamrick keep it a lot tonight, so it would be easy to bite on that fake.
Yep. That's going to do it for the third quarter play. Oak Hill Red Devils lead at 21-14. Greenbrier East threatening. Take a break here on the New River Network. You're watching high school football, the Oak Hill Red Devils. We'll be back after this message. Stay with us.
Great news, Fayette County. Access Health has opened a brand new clinic location to better serve our community, offering comprehensive services including primary care and an on-site pharmacy. Our dedicated team is here to meet all your healthcare needs. Conveniently located at 5493 Maple Lane in Fayetteville and ready to welcome you. Visit accesshealthwv.com for more information. Access Health. Familiar faces, trusted care.
All right, ready to start this fourth quarter of play. Third down and 8 to go for Greenbrier East. 2 down territory here. Big stand for Oak Hill.
This is a new formation for them.
Going to run a reverse. And they fumble the football, and there's a scrum for it. Let's see. I believe Greenbrier East may have gotten back on it, so it's 2 fumbles in the last 5 minutes, and Greenbrier East able to get back on both of them. But there's a loss on the play back to the 27. So that makes it 4th and 12 now instead of 4th and 6, 4th and 5.
Yeah, big mistake there by Greenbrier East. And you're right, they were setting up a reverse, and the pitch was there.
Yep.
But the kid just mishandled it.
And it looked like he had room around that right end as well.
I agree.
All right, here we go. Big play here in this fourth quarter. Greenbrier East with it 4th and 12. Snap back to Hamrick. Drops straight back. Has time. Throws it deep toward the end zone. Good coverage down there. And it's broken up.
That was Z. Lewis.
By Z. Lewis. Good play defensively there. Intended receiver. I'll wait on you.
That was Grant Burdett. And I'll tell you what, that's such a nice play because Burdett is 6'4", 225.
Yep. Big kid.
Z's given up a ton of size, and he was able to fight through Burdett and break that up. So that's just a great individual effort by Z. Lewis down there.
Yep, excellent defensive play right there. And Oak Hill takes over. Good defensive stand after the big penalty for the Red Devils. So now if you're Oak Hill, you'd like to eat some clock and get a score. It'd be nice to have about a 6-minute drive here.
Absolutely.
Hand off to Ashmore over the left side, looking for room. He's got it. He cuts up over the 35 to the 40, and he'll have 12 on the carry and a first down.
So that was James Green on the carry that time. And, man, he showed really good vision because that play was designed to go to the left. He saw a little crease up in the middle and cut it up. So James Green, again, Oak Hill is having to call on some kids that typically don't play a lot. And Oak Hill's having to call on some backups, and they're responding right now.
You know, the good thing for them when you talk about backups with Green and Ashmore back there running the ball, they give them plenty of carries in a regular game. That's not like they have never played before.
That's true.
So they've got 2 experienced backs back there to run the football. And that time Green Gets ahead for 5.
That was a nice pull that time by Derek Sullivan, the left guard. He came and kicked out that defensive end. James Green, if he breaks that tackle, has some running room. So they also have a freshman playing at right guard. Jeremy Lewis checked in. Michael Green initially started the game, but they've since put in Jeremy Lewis. He's just a freshman at that right guard position. We saw Jagger Knox, just a freshman, getting some snaps at linebacker in a key drive. So O'Keel calling on some backups here.
Yep. Hicks motion left to right. They give it to Green up the middle, and there he goes again. Another big pickup down to the 38.
Boy, Jai Green really laid the wood to him at the end of that run, but Green popped right up.
17-yard pickup for Green.
Great job by the interior of that offensive line, because James Green wasn't touched till he was well into the Greenbrier East defensive backfield. Really nice job by the guys up front that time.
Gets it up to 38-yard line. The 1st and 10 there for the Red Devils. And most importantly, the clock continuing to run down to 9.5 minutes. Here's Green with it again. Bounces to the outside. Got room again. He's going to be mowed down on the sideline down to the 25.
And again, they're pulling big Derek Sullivan from that left guard position. And that time, Green, instead of cutting it up on his left hip, he just bounced it outside of Sullivan's block. And Jai Green, the guy that just laid out James Green the play before, Green lowered his shoulder, and that time got the better of that collision with Jai.
Down to the 25-yard line, a new set of downs for Oak Hill.
Let's see if they just run that same thing with Sullivan pulling over here.
Send Hicks in motion again. They give it to Green again, looking for his hole. Finds it up the middle and goes inside the 20.
And that time they didn't pull. They ran a little inside zone that time, and Brandon Champion took his man about 10 yards down the field. Champion's had a nice game defensively tonight, had a really nice block that time, and Oak Hill's got that ground game cooking right now, Greg.
Yes, they do. And when Green goes through and picks up 5, you think, oh, man, didn't do very well on that one. That's a 5-yard pickup.
Absolutely.
Used to seeing him getting 15, 12, 13. Second down now and 5 from the 20. Richardson in the shotgun. Got Green back there. They give it to him again. Again, he bounces the outside. Then he cuts it up. Lost his footing a little bit. Goes down about to 17.
Yeah, and again, that time they pulled Sullivan from that left guard position. Who's trying to kick out that defensive end. And then what they're trying to ask the right side of the line to do, which is James Ludwig and Jeremy Lewis, they're just trying to block down and wash down the other lineman.
Yep.
East did a pretty good job of defending that time, though.
Third down now and about 2.5 from the 23-yard line, or rather the 18-yard line, I'm sorry. This time Richardson fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, and he's going to be dropped.
Man,
again, there he is.
Caden Stone. And that kid is a sure tackler.
Yes,
we have seen him do that about 5 times tonight.
Yep.
Where he will have a good Oak Hill athlete in space, and, man, he brings them down. I've been really impressed with Caden Stone tonight.
Yeah, Devin Richardson is no slow person. And
I like the call because we've seen such a heavy dose of James Green. I'm like, I like that. Let's pull it out and do something different. But Caden Stone, man, he has been up to the task tonight for Greenbrier East.
Loss of 2 on the play brings up 4th and 4 now for Oak Hill.
Oh, they weren't set.
People moving everywhere, and the play is going to be at penalties decline. There's Stone again.
Yeah, I don't think they even threw a flag, but Oak Hill was not set at all. Yeah.
Carson Treadway is tackled all the way back at the 26. So a loss of about 5 on that play. Actually, 7 on that play. And the Spartans take over. Good defensive stand, 26-yard line.
Yeah, Oak Hill had a really nice drive going,
yes,
but then Greenbrier East did a really nice job once they got in the red zone or around the red zone of being able to get the stop.
Yep. 6:58 to go in the ball game. Greenbrier East with it. And they give it to May. He bounces back to his left, started right. Cut back to his left, gets up to about the 28.
That's a really nice job by Derek Sullivan. He held up the man blocking him. He just held his ground. And then when he saw May cut back toward him, he just came off that block and made a nice tackle. That's really textbook defensive line play by the senior right there.
Yep.
Nice job.
All right, so he picked up about, we'll call it 2 on the play. He's up second down now, and 8 for Greenbrier East.
I have to think at some point he's going to take a shot downfield.
Yep. Hambrick under center this time, gives a straight handoff to May again. He spins and keeps running, gets over to the 30 to about the 32. So he'll pick up a couple there.
He eluded Cade Compton. Cade Compton blitzed again from that linebacker position. He eluded Cade at the line of scrimmage, was able to turn a no gain into 3 or 4 yards there. So it's going to bring up a big third down here for Greenbrier East.
Yep, ball in the 33. They got to get it to the 36. So 3rd and 3. They hand to May ahead. He's looking for room, and he's not going to find much. Oh, but he breaks the tackle and comes out there with it, and still pushing forward, gets up over the 40 to the 42. So great second effort that time.
Great second effort.
By May.
And Oak Hill had it stoned.
Yep.
Oak Hill had that play completely stoned.
Yep.
And that was all Brady May. Just a really nice effort that time by number 28.
Yeah, they had him stopped at the line, but he just kept fighting, and looked like he was going to be dropped at the line of scrimmage, but he fought through, and had it been interesting there, it would have been 4th and 3 from deep in your own territory. That would have been interesting to see what Greenbrier East would have done, but they don't have to worry about that as they get the first down. Give to May again. Looks like they're content.
Yeah, and again, they brought up Cade Compton in that A gap that time, and May was able to sidestep him one more time, but he couldn't sidestep Brandon Champion, who I think's played a really nice defensive game here for Oak Hill. I'm telling you, though, at some point they're going to run a play-action fake, and they're going to let Hamrick take a shot downfield.
Yep, I agree. Second down now and 10, under 5 minutes to go, down to 4:45 in the ball game. Receivers split to each side, 2 on each side. May in the backfield with Hamrick in the shotgun. Rolls to his right. Now lets it fly. And there's your long pass. And he's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
That's Caden Stone, who's had a heck of a game on defense. That time making a big play offensively.
Chris, you called it. They're going to take a shot here in a minute. There it was. And that was a perfect pass, too.
Perfect pass. Absolutely.
Stone coming up big offensively. Had a number of great plays on defense tonight.
And Oak Hill's defense, which has already had a defensive stand down here at this end of the field, is going to have to come up again big. Now, they can actually get a first down, or can they? Yeah, I think they can get a first down without scoring a touchdown.
It's marked right on the 10-yard line.
Yeah,
so
maybe
if it's
not.
touching the line, they probably can't. But there's May going over the left side. He breaks the tackle, gets down inside the 5, right at the 5, so he picks up 5.
I swear, Greg, I think that first stick looks like it's at the 11.
Maybe it is.
It might be. I don't know. I think.
I was curious to see if they had them set right, because at first they were all messed
Yeah,
up.
I agree with you.
But the ball looked like it was spotted right on the 10-yard line, but maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was further back than I thought.
So it's a 2nd and 4 to 5.
Yep.
Oak Hill's got to come up big here.
May gets it again over the right side, tries to pop it outside, breaks the tackle again. They had him down for a loss, and he spun out of it, and he's able to cut reverse field and get it all the way down inside the 1. So that is going to be probably a first down right there.
I think it will be. James Ludwig had him, too.
Yep.
He did a great job of setting the edge over there at his defensive end position, but he just couldn't quite. They're actually calling it a third down, Greg. So,
Yep, 3rd and 1.
he won't get that either.
He didn't get anything.
I think he might have lost a half a yard. Derek Sullivan again. That looks like Mikey Spike from his linebacker position. They actually lost a yard on that, so that's going to be 4th down.
Yeah, and I heard another announcers for Greenbrier say 3rd and goal, but it looks like the chains are still up over there. I don't know if they may just be standing there.
I got to be honest. So I got to be honest. I'm a little confused because I was like, I think you were right. It looked like they were spotting the ball at the 10, but if you look at the chains
on the 11.
The chains are running from the 11 to the 1.
Yeah.
So
and the ball is right on the 1 right now, and it looks like, based on the chain, it would be a first down.
Yeah, I would.
Or
Yeah,
awful close,
I agree. I thought he got the first down on that run a couple of plays ago, but they didn't mark it that way.
And I could have swore when they spotted that ball, it was right on the 10-yard line because I looked to think, well, they can't get a first, so they got to score.
I think you were right. I think they spotted at the 10, but the chains weren't indicating it was at the 10. So whatever the case, this looks like it's a fourth down, and the ball is spotted at the 2-yard line. And I frankly don't know if the line to make is the 1 or the goal line. But
maybe we can just sack them in the backfield and not have to worry about it. All right, here we go. 4th and 1 or 4th and 2. We're not sure. But it is 4th down. Hamrick rolls to his right, throws a little short pass, and it is incomplete. And the Oak Hill Red Devils hold again.
2 goal line stands.
2 goal line stands tonight. Great job by the defense there. I'm not so sure I like that play call.
Well, they showed something. They haven't done that all night. They ran Grant Suttle, the tight end, in motion, and then they were trying to get him out on the flat.
Yep.
And I'll tell you, the throw was low anyway, but Armani Hicks read that from his far corner position, and he was breaking on it anyway. Yep. Armani did a great job of diagnosing that play. And even if that's a perfect throw, I'm not so sure Armani Hicks just doesn't stop him anyway.
Yep.
But I agree, it's an interesting call.
Yeah.
But they haven't shown that all night.
All right, so Oak Hill takes over. 1st and 10 from the 2-yard line. 2:51 to go in the ball game. Oak Hill needs a first down here. Maybe 2 might ice it. And they do keep it on the ground with Ashmore, and Green.
Yes, no, that was Ashmore,
and he pushes forward, and he pushed the pile. They had him behind the line of scrimmage, and he just kept pushing.
That's a good, strong run by Tyler Ashmore.
It's all the way up to the 7. So he picks up 4 on that play, which was snuffed.
And we're down around 2.5 minutes.
I'm not sure about Greenbrier Ace's timeouts. I know they used 1 in that drive right there on the 4th down play, but I don't know if they've used any more than that.
If they have, I don't remember. So I'm thinking they have 2, but I'm not going to swear to it.
If Oak Hill can get 2 first downs, they could put this thing away. Richardson in the shotgun, letting the clock run down. Snap it with 4 seconds on the play clock, and there comes Green again, and Green able to get up to the 15 and a first down.
So we're seeing 2 strong runs by the Oak Hill running backs. Now, East is doing something that we haven't seen. They're actually showing the 5-man front, which I haven't seen them go to a 5-man front all game until just now. But Oak Hill's been able to find creases, and the running backs are keeping their legs churning. Now, it looks like they might be going back to a 4-man front here unless they scoop a linebacker up.
Greenbrier East holding on to the timeout. I'm sure they'll use it after this play. They'll set another first down. This thing's over. Again, milking that clock down. Play clock down to 5. They snap it with 4. Green over the left side, and he's not going to get much. And now Greenbrier East does call the timeout.
So that time they brought Nate Suttle, who's the linebacker, they brought him up as the 5th man on that line, and he's the one that came in unblocked off the edge there and was able to corral James Green before he could get going too much.
Yep, picked up about a yard on the play. Clock is down to 1. I'm going to say 119.
You're right.
You see, Chris?
It's not 119, yeah.
119 left. Greenbrier East has used at least their second timeout, so they've either got 1 or none. We'll find out after this play because I'm sure Oak Hill will keep it on the ground right here. They're going to be close to being able to run this thing out. And if they get a first down, it's over. But they run this one, East will take the timeout. Then they can run it one more time and let it run down before they punt. So it's going to be 35 seconds maybe.
Yeah, they won't have a lot of time if they get it back at all.
So we just need to get a first down here and call tonight.
Absolutely. And East is definitely in a 5-man front here.
Yes, they are.
And they
52.
have 2 linebackers, and then that free safety's even creeping up, number 24 there, Van Fossen. So they're kind of trying to sell out here to stop the run.
123, so clock man Randy trying to get us next one.
All eyes are on Randy Day right now.
Randy trying to sneak some seconds off.
That's right. That's home cooking. That's what it's home cooking, man.
Right. That's right. All right, here comes Devin Richardson in the shotgun. 2 men back there with him, Ashmore and Green. They fake it to Green. He's got room around to the right side. Richardson keeps it down to the 30, and he goes down. Great job by Devin Richardson as he slides down at the 33, gives Oak Hill another first down, and that's going to do it.
Great call.
Yeah, good call.
Because the play before, I had just said that they had brought Nate Suttle up, and he's the one that came around there and made that.
Yep.
And Oak Hill saw that, and that time they faked it to Green. Richardson comes around, and he's running around where Suttle just vacated.
Right.
Suttle's crashing hard on that handoff.
Yep.
That is a great recognition by the Oak Hill coaching staff to see that, and that's going to ice it, man.
Yep, should ice it. All they need to do is kneel it. We're down to 55 seconds, and Greenbrier East has one timeout. I'm not sure they'll even use it at this point. I would if I'm them.
Good game.
Hand it off to Green. Ashmore this time, and Ashmore just pushes the pile forward and picks up 5 yards on the play. So Greenbrier East takes their last time out. Hats off these two running backs, Green and Ashmore. They have carried the load tonight with J.D. Moritz going out early.
So let's give just a hats off to a lot of different Oak Hill players. The J.D. Moritz injury, like I mentioned earlier, that threw a lot of kids into positions they weren't normally. Tyler Ashmore got a lot more carries than he normally gets. James Green got a ton more carries than he normally got. Jeremy Lewis, the freshman, comes in there at right guard and played some key snaps. Jagger Knox got thrown in at a huge situation down here at linebacker. So
Carson Treadway with a few big runs.
Yeah, just a nice job by Oak. They called on some kids that they normally don't have to call on, and they responded. So that's just a really good team win for Oak Hill.
And again, too, you look at the defense, 2 goal line stands for the first goal from the 2-yard line. You don't see that happen very
No,
once,
and that won the game.
That won the game.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, once maybe, but not twice. All right, Oak Hill just now going to kneel it now. Richardson takes the snap, kneels it down, and the clock is running. I'm sure the official is going to let it get under 37 before they blow it, and they do. And that's going to do it for the ball game. Great ball game here tonight. Really a struggle both ways for both teams. Good football game. The Oak Hill Red Devils come away with the victory, 21-14. They moved to 5-1 on the season. And I'll tell you what, Chris, this might really do great things. Seals it for them as far as making the playoffs, I'm thinking, to get that win. They need one more probably to be sure. But they're ranked highly, and what a great game tonight.
It was a heck of a game, and I want to give credit to Greenbrier East, too. They came to play tonight.
Yep.
And we said in the pregame, these teams know each other. They're familiar with each other. We didn't expect this to be a blowout. The East radio guy was kind of saying, no, you guys are going to run us out of the building. We didn't expect that, and East sure didn't. They didn't expect it either. They came to play tonight, so I want to give the Spartans a lot of credit. But, man, like you said, 2 defensive goal line stands down there by Oak Hill, and it's just making key plays at key times, and Oak Hill's able to do that. That's something that they've shown they've been able to do a lot of times this season, because Oak Hill, most games, they haven't just blown anybody out of the water. Their biggest win's 24-0 over Lincoln County, but Oak Hill has shown their resolve in a lot of these games this year.
Yep, great job by both teams. It was a good football game both ways, but hats off to the Red Devils dealing with all those injuries and getting people in different spots. It was a struggle at times, but they managed to pull it off. And I just think defensively, man, what a game by the Red Devils. They kept bending, but they never did break, and they come away with a big win tonight. All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll come back and wrap it up here from John P. Duda Stadium. You're listening to and watching high school football on the New River Network. Stay with us. We'll be back.
Exciting changes are happening now at Access Health. We're thrilled to announce our brand new Women's Health Clinic in Beckley is now open and eager to serve Southern West Virginia. Designed with your comfort in mind, our state-of-the-art facility offers comprehensive care to support women at every stage of life. From prenatal to postmenopausal services, experience the best in women's health care in a modern, welcoming environment. Visit accesshealthwv.com or call us at 304-252-8555 to schedule an appointment today. Access Health, where care meets compassion. Great news, Fayette County. Access Health has opened a brand new clinic location to better serve our community, offering comprehensive services including primary care and an on-site pharmacy. Our dedicated team is here to meet all your healthcare needs. Conveniently located at 5493 Maple Lane in Fayetteville and ready to welcome you. Visit accesshealthwv.com for more information. Access Health. Familiar faces, trusted care.
Welcome back to the New River Network's coverage of high school football. Great game tonight between the Oak Hill Red Devils and the Greenbrier East Spartans. Oak Hill comes away with a hard-fought 21-14 victory. And, Chris, we talked about some of these guys getting more work than they're used to getting. I know I tried, and again, these are unofficial stats, try to keep up with the stats the best I can. You know, look at J.D. Moritz, and you know, the first part of the ball game, first possession for Oak Hill, he carried it 4 times and had 35 yards and scored a touchdown.
Yeah.
And then he went out of the game injured.
Out.
So, and Ashmore comes in. What's his first name?
Tyler.
Tyler Ashmore comes in and Green and just ran the ball just like they've been there doing it all year long. And, you know, one thing I said, they have gotten – it's not like they don't get a play.
Yeah, they get the
those
play.
Guys
Yeah,
play
absolutely,
a lot,
yeah.
Those guys are integral parts of the offense, so they play a lot. But they probably don't get the carries that they got tonight.
And the thing is, Greg, when they're playing that much on offense, they're not getting the blow that they usually get, so they can get a break. They didn't get the breaks tonight.
Right. And Green comes out with nearly 100 yards. He had 94 yards. Again, this is unofficial on 13 carries. And he had some huge runs, especially in that fourth quarter when we needed first downs. And he was able to find holes. And, you know, credit to the offensive line for Oak Hill as
Absolutely.
well. I mean, they opened up some big holes for those guys, and they took advantage of it. So it's kind of fun to watch when you see people that, you know, aren't used to carrying the load like that come in and do such a great job
That's
at
right.
it. And, again, hats off to those guys and hats off to the Oak Hill defense. A couple of goal line stands tonight. Again, you rarely see a goal line stand with a first and goal, you know, at the 1 yard line,
That's
the 2
right.
yard line, and you hold them. And then you have first and I don't know if it's first and goal from the 10 or you know first and 10 from the 10, whatever it was. Another goal line stand down there. We held them, and just a great job by the defense to come out with this victory. Hats off to those guys.
Absolutely, I couldn't agree more. Brandon Champion, who I mentioned several times, he plays some on defense. He'll rotate in. He played a lot more defensive snaps than he usually does. And he's the starting offensive tackle, so he had to play a lot more than usual. I thought he played a really good game on the interior. We saw Jagger Knox getting thrown in there late in the game in a key situation, get in on a tackle right at the first play he was in there. So Owen Gross started tonight. Owen Gross normally, you know, he'll play a little, but he got a start tonight. Luke Endicott, Braden Hunt. Braden Hunt broke up a pass down here. So Oak Hill had some, some plays from kids you normally don't expect to make plays.
Right.
They were able to come up big for them.
Yep, sure was. And you always like to see that. That, you know, it bodes well for your future, but it also helps you in the present because you can depend on those guys having to throw them into the fire like they did tonight. Great job. And, you know, hats off to the coaching staff, too, for being able to, you know, get people in spots. That's not easy.
Absolutely.
You know, and I've said this 3 or 4 times tonight. When you have a key player go out, you know, you may have to move your starting, you know, left tackle over to right guard.
That's
and then
right.
that means you got to put somebody at left tackle. So you put your tight end in at left tackle. So then you got to put somebody in. So you got to shift 3 or 4 positions to ever get it covered. And they did a good job tonight. Only one time on special teams on the punt they had to take a timeout. That's the only time tonight that there was a lot of confusion.
That's
so
right.
Hats off to the coaching staff. All right, that's going to do it for the New River Network's coverage tonight. The Oak Hill Red Devils. And we got the alumni coming out. Going to play a little bit. Chris, you go run out there and play the cymbals.
That would ruin that performance very quickly.
All right, we appreciate everybody tuning in tonight for a fantastic night of high school football. I'm Greg Chris for Chris Ritter and Darren and all the guys here with the New River Network. We thank you for tuning in. We look forward to bringing you a game next week as Oak Hill travels up to Buchanan Upshur to take on the Bucks, and that'll be another big game for the Red Devils. They keep this win streak going 3 in a row now. Be looking for number 4. Greenbrier East travels or hosts Nicholas County next week over at Greenbrier East. So we appreciate everyone for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the game as much as we did. We look forward to coming to you again next week.